What's good, everybody? We are doing all signs collective zodiac love reading for you and your person for the week of June 29th to July 3rd. What's good, Keisha? I just got to see where this camera's at, then we're going to get started. All right. But I hope you guys had a great weekend. All right. Going from Aries right down to Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you and your person. No Indira car. Not for questions, anyway. What's good, Keith? Hey, it's Ashley. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. All right. What's good, Sophia? All right. Going from Aries right down through to Pisces. See what's going on in the love department for you and your person. Hey, Michaela. Liza. Sally. Sonia. All right, Aries. What do we have for Aries and their person? 3 shuffles. What do we have for Aries and their person? One more. Overall energy for you, Aries, the Strength card and the Hermit. Okay, so you may be kind of concluding that you want to go your own way. You're feeling motivated to kind of focus on yourself. A lot of you guys feel like you have options. Yeah, I feel like you're motivated by some type of disagreement, not seeing eye to eye with someone, or there's something here causing a lot of inner conflict for you that makes you feel not very connected to someone, or is making you feel a lack of trust. For some of you, jealousy could be triggering you to disconnect from someone as well. And it's more of a matter of, okay, you're recognizing that if this was my person, they wouldn't put me in this position, where you're kind of focused on exploring other options, or you're just motivated to focus on yourself and better yourself, whatever it may be. With this Strength card, you may have some anger towards this person, but you're choosing to hold it back. I don't know. I feel like you're withdrawing from the situation. The Hermit tends to go their own way. Okay. Or kind of choose to walk alone in this situation. So I feel like this person is just creating a lot of emotional confusion for you, is making you feel flustered, or is making you feel angry even. And there's a lack of trust. Some of you are at odds or disagreeing with some type of poor choice, or if this person feels like you made a poor choice, you disagree that it was a poor choice, like, no, this is what I need to do. Okay, so even if you're with this person in a relationship, you still feel like you're on your own, because you're making a choice to work on your craft or better yourself in some way. And you disagree with that being a poor choice, and it's now making you question whether this person is good for you. So if you're in a long-term relationship with this person, I'm not saying you're walking away, but you do feel like you're in this relationship on your own, but you feel like you have the strength and confidence to do that for this period of time. And if you're, loosely involved with this person, you may feel like, again, you're in something on your own, and it makes you feel it causes you to have a hard time with intimacy. It may cause you to have a hard time connecting with this person. Because you may be, seeing the long game towards something you're working on, and there's some type of disagreement around it being a poor choice, which has you naturally, holding back from even showing vulnerability to this person, because you feel like they don't understand you. Okay. So I don't know. I feel like you're just kind of choosing to stay in your own lane, whether there's a situation creating jealousy, or whether you're becoming aware that they feel like everything you do is a poor choice. And you're like, no, this is just who I am. This is my character. This is like, and you're not really doubting yourself. You're kind of standing strong in your character. You're choosing. It's like, you're not doubting yourself. You know, this is who you are, but you feel like there's some type of issue this person has with who you are. And you're not really changing your mind. You're just choosing to focus more on who you are. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Aries, This is someone that is trying to take responsibility for their own hesitancies when it comes to a major life change. This is someone that is recognizing a major life change. With the World card, this person may, if you're not in a relationship, this person may feel like things are done because of some type of major change that is occurring. And this is someone that is trying to take responsibility or be responsible about their own hesitancies, and they're kind of protecting themselves or their own well-being. I don't feel like this person has ill motives, okay? But they are kind of jumping to conclusions when it comes to something they feel needs to be thought about around a major life change. Okay, so if you're not in a relationship with this person, this is someone that is trying to be responsible about not pursuing this partnership because they feel like it would require a major life change, or they feel like there has been some type of major change, which now has them kind of in and out of the situation out of ego, while simultaneously knowing there's a deeper truth here, which makes things a little bit difficult and makes the situation a bit incoherent, I guess. If you're in a relationship with this person, again, this is someone that is recognizing, okay, there's a major life change that is presenting itself as something positive or successful, but they still feel the need to be responsible about, you know, not, it's like this is someone that is not ready to leave the comfort zone when it comes to future plans between the two of you, and they are quite silent this week, or they're choosing to not really speak too much on some type of major change because they're recognizing this is the desired outcome for you, or this is just something that was bound to happen. But they are acting quite hasty, or they're being quite hasty when it comes to communicating their thoughts. The Knight of Swords is communicating their thoughts from an honest place, but does tend to go into situations without their armor. AKA, like, this is someone that may be communicating their thoughts, but they may not really be considering that they're wrong. Okay, well, what's good for the family? Like, this is someone that wants a relationship. This is someone that is being very direct about the fact that they want a relationship. They're considering what is best for the family, the kids, what is needed to maintain some level of harmony for the family, for the kids. If you're not in a relationship with this person, this is someone that is going to reach out in a very direct way, desiring a relationship, while simultaneously still struggling to make necessary decisions in order to move toward the direction that you're wanting this relationship to go. So I feel like this person authentically wants a relationship with you, but they're struggling with necessary decisions to either make a choice between two, or to get out of their comfort zone to embrace some type of major change that is needed, or to embrace a successful outcome, which they perceive to be your desired outcome. So whether maybe you're going to school, or you're working on something, or you're motivated to grow your business, or you know, you're exploring other options, seeing you know, an endless potential for yourself. But this person, for whatever reason, is hesitant on that vision. And they're trying to stay realistic, and they're taking a practical approach, and they are communicating, well, think about the kids, or think about this, think about what is needed. Yeah. No, I feel like this person's holding back from being impulsive. There is going to be communication, though. Eventually. They're going to be in a period of disconnect, where you may perceive them to be being in their ego or trying to get attention in negative ways. And they will eventually kind of get to the point of their thoughts. How is Aries going to react to that? Ace of Cups in reverse. You're going to reject it. You may... one more. How is Aries going to respond? So you're going to reject this person's emotional expression around avoiding a disaster. You may feel like this person is communicating something pertaining to playing it safe, avoiding a disaster, avoiding any major changes. Or if they are saying, I want to avoid this change, you're kind of rejecting that. It's like, okay, well, I don't want this, I don't want that. You're rejecting someone's emotional expression around avoiding a disaster or a major change. Okay, so I don't know. You are like honed in, Aries. You are honed in on something you're working on, regardless of if they agree. You are still maintaining a level of loyalty or respect for this person, but you may feel like you're in something on your own. It was a hermit, yeah. You may feel like you're on your own here. I feel like this is one of those circumstances where if the energy remains the same, eventually the two of you will dwindle apart over time. Because you're in a space of, I want to move forward. This person's in a space of, I want to stay put. I want things to be this way. So if you have someone that has to make a choice between two, I feel like they're going out of their way to dance around that bush, and there's no major decision being made, and they're coming at you with excuses as to why. Okay. You could be dealing with Gemini, Leo, Aries, or Scorpio. Could be any sign, though, as far as elements go. All right, Taurus. You have been on it. Thank you, DJD. All right, what do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. And Mars just entered Gemini. And Mars is going to be in Gemini for the next 6 weeks, I believe. So we're all going to be all over the place. You know what I mean? Lots of ideas, scattered. You know, finding information, using information. But I like it. All right, what do we have for Taurus and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Taurus, the Page of Swords with the High Priestess in reverse. The Devil. I feel like you are feeling some tension with someone. I feel like you low-key are obsessed with this person, even though they're creating a sense of unhappiness for you. You're trying to play it cool, Taurus. You're definitely feeling tension with someone, trying to maintain your balance around a third-party situation, or it's like you're running into someone in town, and it's like you're not really sure how to react. You're kind of using your head. You're being witty. You're trying to be clever, Taurus. Do I have my mic on? Okay, yeah. You're trying to be clever. You're trying to outwit or outsmart the situation. And honestly, I feel like you're doing a pretty good job. You're trying to use your head. You're being rational about a stale energy. So there's a stalemate that you're dealing with, or something has went stagnant. Something may have created, like I said, I feel like there's somewhat of a bit of an obsession you have with this person. You may not even be sure why, because something happened with this person that created a lot of unhappiness. Okay. There's something about the situation that is making you feel powerless, or there's something very dysfunctional. And you're either still feeling bonded, like if you're in a relationship, you're feeling bonded to a situation you're not happy in, and you're trying to be rational and play it cool and just be clever and try to be rational about decisions that you feel like you can't make just yet. And if you're not in a relationship, I feel like you gained a little bit of an obsession with a situation that is quite dysfunctional, and you're very detached. I don't really see you being vulnerable with this person in any way. You're more so detached and trying to be aloof toward either a decision you made or to the situation on a whole, because it's a stalemate. But you are seeing someone, or you're running into someone in town. It's a little bit awkward, embarrassing, or you're recognizing someone else is embarrassed. I don't know. This kind of gives me the impression like running into your ex, okay? Because there has been some type of unhappiness or dysfunction happening between the two of you, but there's still some type of like bondage, or you feel like you haven't really completely released it, and you're trying to detach. I mean, give me one more for the King of Swords, the Moon. I feel like you're trying to be rational about, okay, this person isn't who I feel like they are, okay? Or you're trying to be rational about, the dangers in the situation, or even your own shadow, even, I don't know, the Moon. Trying to be rational about things not really being what they appear to be. Maybe this person is presenting themselves as a certain way, and you're trying to be rational that that's not really how it is, because you may have already experienced something very dysfunctional from this person. I don't know. Or even if you're in a current relationship, you're potentially humoring a situation while trying to be rational about the dangers of this relationship and how toxic it is. It's almost like being entangled into a relationship is unhealthy, but you're trying to be rational and keep the peace, or like humor it, while also staying focused on the dangers of the relationship on a whole, without being tone deaf to where you yourself are bonded out of vulnerability or soul ties of some sort. I'm not, you know what I mean? By that, I mean, maybe you have children and there's like just, it's complicated. Things are complicated. I don't know. But you got your eye on this person. It's a little bit awkward. I mean, give me one more on the devil. Let's just clarify. The Hierophant in reverse. Some of you, if this is an ex or someone that you have your eye on, where you're not in a relationship, you're kind of addicted to rebelling against the situation because you don't have faith, either because of a difference in values where you feel the need to rebel. And if you're in a relationship with this person, you feel bonded to something that you don't have faith in. And you know that there's something unconventional about the situation, but you're still being aloof to it. Okay? So I don't know, you're quite detached this week, Taurus. Not really giving anyone any type of vulnerability. You're just kind of focused on your day-to-day routine and what you're focused on, making head over heart decisions. But you don't really see a happy ending with this person, whether you're with them or not. Okay? Now, when it comes to your person, this is someone that is actively trying to work on their reputation with you, potentially indirectly, like they literally have their back turned toward you, or their back is turned toward you while simultaneously trying to like work on their reputation with you. They're trying to overcome some type of conflict or issue between the two of you. They are determined to avoid conflict as well. They may be feeling like they missed an opportunity, and that has them feeling a bit paralyzed or limited when it comes to freeing themselves from being blamed for something. They may even feel like they missed an opportunity, but regardless, they don't really see an opportunity being offered to them. Queen of Wands. They may feel, Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Strength card. They may feel like you put your foot down about something, or you're standing true to something that you've already acted on. And I feel like this person has a lot of respect for you, Taurus. They are very attracted to you. They have a lot of respect for you. They may be trying to tame control. Like if this person was very controlling or trying to put something on you or whatever, it's like they kind of held back. They're holding back. They're taming control. I don't know, it kind of gives me the impression this person may be trying to tame their own ability to be mean or judgy, or even if it's a long-term relationship and they had a habit of, overstepping your boundaries when it comes to finances. It's like this is someone that is trying to like give you your space because they're recognizing you're putting your foot down about something. They're very motivated to actively work on their reputation. They're trying to avoid conflict. Financial insecurity could have them embarrassed, or a missed opportunity with you, or a lack of opportunity being offered has them unsure in regards to how to respond to this situation. They're very attracted to you. They're trying to tame control when it comes to their own selfishness financially, or when it comes to being mean or judgy, or maybe trying to make you jealous, something along those lines. I feel like this person knows they lost your respect. They know the two of you had a moment where respect was lost. So I don't know. I don't see this person trying to make any major moves in the relationship or the potential of. They're actually trying to keep their distance, work on themselves, work on their reputation. They're trying to tame their own bullshit to some degree. There's still something they're quite confident in themselves, but they're recognizing respect has been lost between the two of you. And they're unsure how to approach the situation, Taurus, because they feel like you're either not offering them anything that is grounded and practical or real, or they feel like they already missed an opportunity. I mean, I don't see this person doing anything at all. Page of Wands in reverse. So I don't see them reaching out. I don't see them communicating. There's definitely some type of awkward tension between the two of you, but it's not being acknowledged. You're being aloof to it, and they're just trying to be seen in a better light or be respected because they're aware respect was lost. I don't see anything going anywhere. So you could be dealing with another Taurus. We have Capricorn, Cancer, and Leo. Hey, pretty gremlin karma girl. Carlos. All right, Gemini. Yeah, I was going to do this live last night, but I got distracted with the living room. We painted the living room. All right, what do we have for Gemini? One more. What do we have for Gemini and their person? Three shuffles. What do we have for Gemini and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. Overall energy for you. Man, everybody's in a... Aries got this one too. Four of Pentacles and the Hermit. All right, so you're kind of playing it safe, Gemini. You're not letting go of something here. The Hermit. The Hermit talks about going your own way or trying to be practical in a period of introspection about what's worth holding on to right now and what's not. I do feel like you value this person. Some of you value this person because you see it as like a safe option. The Four of Pentacles talks about playing it safe. You know, I mean, Devil in reverse, Five of Pentacles, or if you're not in a relationship, you're just in a space of playing it safe, right? Not really willing to share too much with this person. Devil in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse, Six of Swords. All right, Gemini. So I feel like you value you value this person a lot, but you are in a bit of a crotchety energy, frigidity energy, or a playing it safe type of energy. Trying to be wise, trying to be practical about this person, even though you do value them. You just fear. You fear sharing too much or giving too much just to be abandoned or just to have it used against you or something like that. You're in a space of trying to avoid oversharing, you know, either in a monetary way or in a personal way, in a vulnerable way. The Four of Pentacles can state that you have obtained this person or this is something that you can build off of, but you may be in a space where you feel the need to play it safe because you have a lot of emotional insecurity when it comes to whether you and this person can move on to calmer waters. It's almost like, Gemini, you're willing to move on to calmer waters and go with the flow, but because of some type of either wish unfulfilled or unpleasant experience or something that created some type of emotional insecurity, you have this like personal reserve of I'm only going to give so much, okay? So yes, you value this person, but you feel for whatever reason they're going to screw you over or you're going to regret giving into the situation. So it's almost like you're giving them little bits at a time. It's kind of like in, what deck is that? Is that the Witch's Tarot? Or there's a deck and the Four of Pentacles is like all you see is this hand coming from the side of the card and he's dropping one little coin into the piggy bank. One little coin, okay? It's almost like you're just breadcrumbing someone because you fear that it's going to be used against you, or you fear that this person would abandon you if you overshare, or you feel like this person will, if you do overshare or be too vulnerable or give too much, it will, for whatever reason, will, I don't know, like you're avoiding someone taking more than they give. That's the best way I can explain it. So you're playing it safe because you have insecurity in regards to whether you and this person can make progress, but you do seem to be going with the flow. Now, mind you, Gemini, this could be triggered because someone else is coming out of the cold, or you could be coming out of the cold with someone. But even if you're the one initiating coming out of the cold with someone, you're still playing it super fucking safe. Okay? So you're playing it super safe. I mean, give me one more on that Four of Pentacles. A lot of you are in a space too where your value right now, or your priorities to save money. So you're making sure this person doesn't feel like they can just have all access to you, whatever it is. Nine of Wands in reverse. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so this Four of Pentacles is clarified with the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is the card of having a chip on your shoulder, being refusing to compromise on certain things. So yes, you're holding on to this person or coming out of the cold with this person, or this person's coming out of the cold with you, and you're going with the flow. But you may feel like you need to put certain things out of sight, out of mind in relation to an unpleasant experience or something pertaining to emotional insecurities or wish already unfulfilled that makes you feel like you have to play it super safe. Okay? But you are letting your defenses down, but there's still that chip on your shoulder. Even if it had nothing to do with this person, maybe it's just past experiences where maybe you've dated people in the past and you've spent so much money on them and stuff like that. And this time it's like, fuck that. We're going to take this slow. You're going to earn it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You're giving someone a chance without being stupid. Okay? And if it's a past person, you have a negative experience with this person and you're avoiding putting yourself in that position again. So you're giving them a chance while also not being naive to what this person is capable of. Okay? Now, whoever you're dealing with, Gemini, I do think this person, I don't know, for a lot of you, I'm getting this person is trying to make things right with you with making some type of large purchase or seduce you with something like of monetary value. Some of you, this is someone that is, you know, flaunting something, or now mind you, this is someone that is very self-sufficient financially, but they are in a space of wanting to make things right with you or take account of, I mean, clarify that Justice card. The Two of Pentacles. So this is someone that's in a space of reconsidering. The Hangman. That some type of new perspective, Gemini, has this person trying to make more time for you, or trying to, for some of you, Gemini, this is very specific, but there could be something about transferring an agreement. So if you've been in a long-term relationship with this person could be putting something in your name because you have deep-rooted issues about being abandoned. So this person may be literally transferring something into your name. That's for some of you. For others of you, this is someone that some type of new perspective has this person trying to make things right or make more time for you, make you feel like more of a priority. And it could be pertaining to, you know, spoiling you or using their resources or money or the Chariot. Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this person doesn't really have the best ability to express themselves. They may be taking accountability for being immature as well, or for lacking empathy, or for they're taking accountability for lacking empathy or being immature about something by either making a large purchase or flaunting something or separating themselves from a specific agreement, or there's changes being made to an agreement. Let's give me one more on that justice, because that's the only action happening. I don't know, it's starting to feel less lovey-dovey, and it's more so starting to feel like this person is transferring something. A new perspective has them, because a new perspective has them lacking the faith. So it's like, okay, well, here, you can have this back. I don't know, some of you, this is specific, some of you may have bought someone something, and like, you want it back because you separated. And it's like you're trying to move on to calmer waters. I don't know, because it's starting to feel less lovey-dovey and more an agreement, or more this person is being fair. They're transferring something into your name, or they're giving something back to you, or they're embarrassed. A new perspective. Or again, it's just someone that is showing up in a monetary value type of way, giving you something to make up or overcome some type of issues surrounding neglecting you, or surrounding you lacking support, or something of that nature. Either way, the Four of Pentacles also suggests that you're obtaining what you want. I know it doesn't feel very lovey-dovey though, so I apologize. It's starting to more so feel like you're playing it safe. You're avoiding someone taking something from you, or you're avoiding being abandoned, or you're avoiding losing a home. Okay, something like that. I don't know, some of you, this person's literally maybe putting the host in your name or something like that. That's what it feels like. Or someone is returning something. Someone is giving something back. And because they're trying, but authentically, they're trying to take accountability or avoid some type of conflict surrounding your issues around feeling neglected. What is this person's intentions? Ace of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like this person just wants to, Ten of Swords in reverse. I do feel like this person just wants to sever ties or make a final decision. I don't know, this could be pertaining to severing ties, and there's matters around money, or if this is something that was more loose, Gemini, or not that deep, a new perspective still has this person lacking faith, so they're trying to take accountability for something just to kind of sever that whole issue and move on. Ten of Swords in reverse. There's a part of them that still wants to like avoid losing this, but they're also, it's almost like someone just doesn't want you to bitch about something, so they're just kind of making up for something. That's what it feels like. Someone just kind of wants to put a stop to you playing victim about something, or you bitching about something. So it's like they're transferring something, or they're giving something back, or they're making things right. That's what it feels like. And you're in a space of like, good. Good. I don't know. You're in a space of like trying to avoid sabotaging yourself and your own well-being, health-wise, financially, whatever it may be. Even if you are being a bit selfish, Gemini, you don't care, because you're taking a relentless approach pertaining to a chip on your shoulder that from past experiences or with this person. So I don't know, it doesn't feel lovey-dovey. It feels... Now, let me just look at this right quick. If it isn't that deep, Gemini, still, you're playing it super safe with this person. They're coming back around, or you're coming back around, playing it super safe. This person may still be trying to show up in a monetary way, which causes things to not really grow or go anywhere. And their intentions is, well, I don't know how to talk to you, but I don't know, I don't want to lose you at the same time. So it just doesn't really go anywhere. And a new perspective has them reconsidering, but they're still in a space of feeling limited, and they lack the faith as much as they want to take accountability or, invest into this in on a more serious term. They still lack the faith. Okay. So if this is not that deep where there's like shared resources or whatever it may be, this person, they want to take accountability, but their intentions, they don't know how to talk to you, but they're also avoiding losing you at the same time. And still, they may low-key feel like communicating with you would cause them to be bitched at or something like that, or would cause them to burn this bridge. So they're having a hard time being direct with you, and they're more so trying to show up in a monetary, in a more like, and maybe they're gifting you something or something like that, okay? But you may low-key have trust issues with this person, or you feel the need to play it safe. For whatever reason, you're avoiding taking any type of risk. Okay, now you could be dealing with the Libra. We have Aries, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, and Capricorn. It could be any sign as far as elements go. Now, mind you, the full moon is in Capricorn. Capricorn can be all about that, their money and stuff like that. I don't know. Their image, their reputation, thinking about their reputation. That's Capricorn energy. All right, what do we have for Cancer? Eight of Wands just showed its face. Okay. What do we have for Cancer and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. I hope you guys are having a fantastic night. Planet of communication. What do we have for Cancer and their person? One more. Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Cancer and their person? 3 shuffles. Ooh, okay, Cancer. Knight of Cups with the 3 of Pentacles. So you are getting on the same page with someone. Oh, there's a lot of happiness, a lot of love. Okay. Ten of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, Star in reverse. Something here is triggering you to put the nail in the coffin. Let's just put it this way. You feel like you could work with this person, or it's like you may feel like you and this person could get on. Sorry, my cat is distracting me. Can you sit in one spot? I'm always scared she's gonna knock over the tripod. Okay, I love you. Sorry. Okay, so you are in a space where you want to get on the same page with someone, but you're having a hard time coping with potentially other things that they're involved with or associated with. Now, you could work with this person. Maybe you're feeling like maybe they're flirting with other colleagues or something like that, and it's making you a little bit unsure about how to approach the situation. Do you have feelings for this person? Yes. However, you're quite optimistic that this person is either manipulating you or manipulating someone else. And you're having a hard time showing love or support to this person because you're in a space of feeling like, so did you really love me, or was that like all a game or manipulation, something like that? You're feeling manipulated, and you may be very expressive about your thoughts around feeling uncared for or feeling manipulated, feeling abandoned, feeling there's thoughts around your heart space and you feel wounded or you feel hurt. And there seems to be some type of discord or misunderstanding that's happening between the two of you that is creating you to feel discarded in some way. Okay? However, I feel like you're going to be very expressive about this. Give me one more in the Sun. The Emperor. One more. The Hierophant in reverse. So you may be expressive about someone not being very wise when it comes to their position. Maybe there's a boss or there's someone that you feel holds some level of authority to some degree, okay? This could even be a father, or this could be a father figure or something like that. You may be very expressive about someone not being very wise when it comes to their position. And I feel like there's a part of you that is lacking faith with someone. You may be rejecting someone's advice as well. You're rejecting the advice. You're rejecting someone's advice. Some of you, this is specific. Some of you, you have a boss that advised you not to date someone, or there was like bitterness there. And you're realizing that that person probably is just into that person too. That's very specific. Like some of you literally got advice from a boss or a friend, someone of power. The Hierophant in reverse is like poor advice. You're optimistic that you receive poor advice. You feel manipulated. So you're pursuing, because the Knight of Cups is honestly someone that is following their heart, regardless, okay? And it can be a little bit of chivalry. It's like someone that is moving toward a direction just optimistically, like this is where my heart lies. It can be a little bit unserious in the way of not really thinking long term, but I feel like you're having a hard time coping with, man, that's where my heart was. And now you're kind of cooperating with that person, or now you're on the same page with that person. It's because whatever it is, it's making you feel betrayed. It's making you feel like, it's making you feel manipulated. Okay. So you're quite optimistic that you may also feel like someone else is manipulating someone that you have feelings for as well. Okay. Like maybe your boss is gossiping about you to this person you like. I mean, that's an example. It doesn't have to be a work-related situation, but it's something along those lines. And anyways, you're going to be very expressive about this. About, I feel manipulated. Who is Cancer going to be expressive about this too? Someone you have unfinished business with. Someone you have unfinished business with. Could be a fixed sign too. World card is fixed energy. So Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. Who am I missing? You get the point. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Yeah. Or an Aries. Could also be an Aries. So there may be someone that you have a lot of faith with, or there's someone here that you have unfinished business with. You want a fresh start with. However, you feel like it was, you know, I don't know. You feel conned into reacting to a situation a certain way because of some type of misunderstanding, or I don't know. So you may be very expressive about something, about poor advice. Or now that you could be the masculine too, where you're giving advice to someone because you're having a hard time coping with them connecting with someone else. You could be the one manipulative, Cancer. I'm just going to be honest with you. You could be the one manipulating someone because you feel abandoned by them. And now you're having a hard time coping with them cooperating with someone else. So you may be giving poor advice. Either way, You're following your heart, okay? You're following your heart. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Cancer, Lord have mercy. The Chariot, 10 of Cups in reverse, Hangman in reverse, and the Tower. 6 of Cups in reverse. The Moon in reverse. Uh-oh. Oh, by the way, no, okay. I gotta talk about that later. The internet, my other live sucked, and I didn't find that out until after. So if my internet is glitching and cutting out constantly, tell me, please. Anyway, so it's side story. But anyway, Cancer, this person is, I don't know what's going on here. This person does not have a positive view on the situation at all. There could be some type of sudden event that makes this person kind of vengeful, that makes this person becoming aware of some type of deception. I don't know, this person doesn't have a very positive view on the situation. 7 of Cups in reverse, they're receiving some type of clarity around influence, Knight of Pentacles. This person is receiving some type of clarity that has them reevaluating what they want to invest into. Okay. Now, if you are the one that was involved with this person or in a relationship, I feel like this person is very determined to not commit to you because they have a very, very negative experience to you. And anything that comes up that is unexpected or something along those lines, they may react to it in a very negative way. Because this person feels like they know, I don't know, 6 of Cups in reverse, not having a very positive experience with someone, Moon in reverse, being illuminated. For some of you, Cancer, you could be illuminating this person to a fake friend. Something along those lines. Because again, this person is disconnecting from something that is quite dysfunctional because of a major reality check that has this person realizing what influenced a situation where they're now taking a step back to reevaluate what they want to put effort into. Hangman in reverse, the Tower. A new perspective has this person making some type of sacrifice. Like what? They didn't share that with me. They didn't share that with me. They didn't tell me that. So if you're in a relationship with this person, Cancer, they may end up separating from you because they're becoming aware of some type of reality check around what's been going on, or some type of negative past, or around you not being that innocent, something like that. So they may choose to end the relationship and drive away or distance themselves from the situation and reevaluate what is worthy of their efforts, whatever it may be. If you're not in a relationship with this person, this is someone that is determined to disconnect from something else because they're receiving some type of perspective that creates a bit of a chain reaction around someone not being innocent, or around a fake friend. I mean, Moon in reverse can talk about like fake friends being revealed or things being revealed. Okay. Where this person chooses to disconnect from something from the past because of something that's been revealed that's giving them a major source of clarity. And when it comes to you, where is Cancer in all of this? The Ace of Wands. You could be the one inspiring this, okay? Again, this is very specific. You are expressing something like something that was told to you, or you're just giving advice to someone else. And how you're playing this, you've inspired it. In what way? Oh, King of Cups in reverse. I don't know, maybe you're manipulating someone. King of Cups in reverse. How is Cancer inspiring this? The Hermit in reverse. I don't know, maybe you're the ones that ignored the facts to some degree. Hermit in reverse. Ignoring the facts, then withdrawing from the situation on a whole. Lacking empathy, or not acknowledging a deeper issue. Not expressing something. So you've inspired. The Ace of Wands is taking a daring approach to a new beginning by not expressing or by manipulating a situation, by ignoring the facts, or refusing to go your own way, or refusing to be practical or wise about a situation. I mean, maybe you've inspired this by maybe someone told you something, or you feel like someone else is telling someone else something, and there hasn't been a whole lot of vulnerability about that. And it's like someone that has been manipulated and they choose to like continue on that scene. I don't know. There's a lot of manipulation going on. Queen of Cups and King of Cups, both in reverse. Hierophant in reverse, not very wise. This person's feeling like, damn, that was unexpected, because their rose tint of view is off for this person. They feel like, oh, that past person is not all that innocent, or my friend, I never thought my friend would do that to me. Maybe you were their friend, or you're giving them clarity on a friend, and now they're in a space of like, okay, well, what do I do now? Reevaluating where their efforts deserved. What is this person's feelings for Cancer? There's too many people involved here. The Eight of Pentacles, their feelings. The King of Wands and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So they are very attracted to you. They are motivated to let their guard down. They do have a bit of a chip on their shoulder, but they are willing to work on this situation. And they may have a tendency to go to the extremes when it comes to a chip on their shoulder, or something they're refusing to compromise on. But their feelings, they do feel like you have the ability to, they may feel like you have the ability to go to the extremes too. But they see you as someone that is capable. You're capable. They're very attracted to you. Five of Swords in reverse. So this is someone that's feeling a bit defeated because of something uncovered or something they become aware of. And it's making them feel like there's been a lot of drama between the two of you. Or the Five of Swords in reverse is like, you know, being sick of the games, or feeling like they've uncovered something that is making them feel defeated, or is making them feel like they don't have the energy to fight. Something like that. Like this could even be something so small where you express something to someone like for example, if a boss manipulated you to not be with someone, right? And then you go to try to be with that person. The more you try to tell this person the reason you didn't want to be with them, the more they're going to push you away, because they're like, what the fuck? Like, for some of you, this person may feel like you have a tendency to go to the extremes, where they may end up pushing you away if you overshare or be too vulnerable, because they may feel like you have the capabilities to go to the extreme. Sorry, I know it's confusing. I'm just going to move on. But Cancer is following their heart by expressing something pertaining to someone of a position of authority, not giving them poor advice or poor counsel, something along those lines, and feeling manipulated and indulging into coming back around to something that abandoned them because they feel like they were manipulated. I don't know. I don't see a whole lot of like, I feel like your person is a little bit overwhelmed, or they rather just let the tower fall, or now they're more focused on some type of like negative past, either between the two of you or with someone else. Oh, Cancer, it could be you. Okay, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you're the one giving this person a reality check, that they're becoming illuminated to you. Okay? I don't know, you may be inspiring the situation by not expressing something where you once ignored the facts on, something like that. But you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces. Could be any sign as far as elements go. I don't know, guys. Just a general, don't even take it if it doesn't resonate, please. All right, Leo. But yeah, what I was saying earlier is my internet has been really wonky as fuck, and I don't understand why. I've always had really good internet, but I noticed that in my last live, like there were some parts, but nobody told me. All right, what do we have for, who am I on? Leo. What do we have for Leo, universe, spirits, and guides? What do we have for Leo and their person? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Leo. You're receiving some type of incoming, there's something happening really quickly. 7 of Swords. It has you a bit irritated, or it has you feeling like you need to be strategic around a third-party situation. Oh, someone thinking very negatively. Rumor has it. What's that song? I don't listen to it, so that's for you. There's a song that goes, rumor has it. What's this lyrics? I don't even listen to that song, and it just came to my head, so that's for you. Rumor has it, she's the one I'm leaving you for, or something like that. Whatever that is. What's the song? I need to know the lyrics. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. I don't know, that's all I know. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Okay. You're spying on something happening really quickly. You're spying on something happening really quickly. Rumor has it someone's single, or you're single. Something's happening really quickly because of third-party interference, whether there's someone cheating or the two of you just get into a fight, or there's a lot of bitching, there's a lot of negativity where you're in a space of like, I'd rather just be single. You're taking a more cautious approach to a lack of loyalty within a dynamic. And now there has been fears. There's fears now manifesting for you within a situation that has you holding that much more tightly to your independence, to your finances. I mean, what's that 3 of Cups in reverse? 10 of Swords in reverse. You may feel like someone avoided ending something with a third party. Or there's been this lingering drama between you and a friend, or there's been some type of lingering drama where you're in a space of like, I'm not willing to be bitched at about this. I'm not willing to be bitched at about this. One more in the 3 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Swords in reverse. Something's been uncovered. You've uncovered something. And you're in a space of like, you're going to bitch at me for that? Like, how is this my problem? You're the one that did it. You're the one that did it. Or you're the one that, for some of you, you're becoming aware that someone separated themselves from you because of a rumor that someone else said. And you're in a space of like, so it's my problem? You decided to listen to every blowjo about who I am rather than me? You're like, I'm not being bitched at about this. You can take that and go somewhere else. I'm good on my own. You can come back when you have something solid. So someone is communicating with you, but this communication brings some level of irritation because you're realizing they chose to not remove a third party, or you're realizing that this person disconnected from you, or they're bitching about some type of rumor. Rumor has it. And now you're in a space of like, I'm not fighting with you. I don't need to stand up for myself to you. I'm not defending every rumor in your little head just because you want something to bitch about. That's what I feel. You don't want to be bitched at. Not because you're not wanting to, not because you're avoiding accountability, but because you feel like this person's delusional. You feel like this person feels justified to start arguments with every narrative that they create in their head, or with every story someone tells them. And it's like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm beautiful. I got it going on. People are going to talk. Like, what do you want me to say? You know what I mean? And it's like, you may be starting to feel angry because this person is doing a lot of bitching, or they're very negative, or some of you are in a space where you're recognizing a third party is still in the picture, and instead of playing victim about it, you're just choosing to go on and be your badass self and let them dwindle in their hole kind of thing. Okay? So, I don't know, you're in a really, really, really good space, Leo. Because whatever's going on, you're not having it at all. You're not allowing it. You may be just choosing to be single, or you're separating yourself from the situation on a whole. So someone may be approaching you or communicating some type of third party rumor, or You're realizing there's someone else in the picture, and whatever it is, you're not having it. You don't care. You don't care. Okay. And you may feel also like this person tends to create a lot of drama that's derived from other drama. Like someone else will start a rumor, or they'll hear something, or they will assume something, and they'll make their own drama and then expect you to care about this drama or something like that. And it's under you. You're thinking like, this is ridiculous. So I don't know. You're seeing your person as quite negative or annoying this week. Or even if there is a third party, I don't even feel like you're jealous. As odd as that sounds, I just feel like you're annoyed by it. Because you feel like this is below you. Like, this is embarrassing. That's how you're feeling. This is embarrassing. Like, I don't even want to be associated with you now. So, and yeah, I feel like there's a part of you quite angry, but you're trying to be practical about your anger. So, whoever you're dealing with, Leo, this is someone that does tend to have overbearing tendencies. This is someone that, because they feel neglected, they're starting to create meaning from what they feel is going on. I don't know. I feel like you're dealing with someone really immature. Page of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person is making a poor choice to seduce your love or attention, or they're making a poor choice to be just immature and petty. And King of Wands, Ten of Wands in reverse. This is someone that goes to the extreme to not take accountability for shit or not put in the work in general. Okay? They feel neglected. They fear. I feel like this person is trying to figure out why you're neglecting them, or why they feel unsupported, they feel neglected. They're trying to figure it out. For some of you, this person feels like you're promiscuous. I don't know. I kind of get the sense that this person is doing whatever they can to avoid taking accountability for something, or to avoid putting in the work. The Ten of Wands in reverse can be the card of like offloading the burden or blame, or offloading the responsibility onto someone else. I feel like this person is trying to offload the responsibility onto you. Like, the reason I did this is because I felt neglected, or the reason I get dramatic or immature is because I feel neglected, something like that. Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't know. Some of you, Leo, this person is not in celebratory energy around something you feel should be exciting. Okay, there could be something happening spontaneously surrounding a pregnancy. There could be an unwanted pregnancy. Like, for example, if you feel like this person should be happy about a pregnancy, they're not. And if anything, they're going to the extremes to not take accountability for this, and being very immature, and breaking any promises when it comes to the future of the two of you. And there could be like an unwanted pregnancy. And you're in a space of just like immediately feeling like you need to separate yourself from this person, because that's not normal. That reaction is not normal. However they're reacting. Some of you, that you may feel like this person is even blaming you, like you had malicious intent. You tried to do this. I don't know. There's something around this person feeling like you have malicious intent. Give me one more than the Nine of Pentacles for Leo. Two of Wands in reverse. And the Page of Wands. Well, I feel like you're choosing to separate yourself from any potential future planning with this person, and enjoy what's going good for you. Whether you're receiving good news around a pregnancy or whether you're receiving good news that has you quite optimistic in one way or the other, you're kind of focused on the good and you're separating yourself from any potential future planning with this person. And if anything, you're limiting growth with this person because now you have fears of this person's loyalty or character. And I don't feel like you want it to rub into your space. You don't want it in your space. I don't know. There's something so classy about your side. You don't want this person in your space. So this person does have feelings for you. Does this person even have feelings? The Hierophant, okay. And the Judgment. Okay. Well, I feel like this person, the Hierophant, that's someone taking a traditional approach to a relationship, to an opportunity. The Judgment, an opportunity they don't want to lose out on. They're aware of something. Four of Swords. This is someone that hasn't been talking to you about something. There's been something that's been on this person's mind in relation to an opportunity or in relation to something that they've been aware of, and they've been keeping it to themselves in efforts to protect themselves or preserve something. They're aware of an underlying sort of truth. They've been protecting something that's been on their mind because the two of you have been married, or maybe this person has been not telling you they're married. Maybe they're married. One more. The Five of Wands. This person has been not talking about something because they're aware it would cause an argument, or they're not talking about something surrounding other people. So this is someone that has faith with you, but they're feeling the pressure of something that they've been keeping to themselves, okay? It's been creating a lot of inner conflict, but they also feel like they have to keep it to themselves because it would cause some type of argument. But they do want you, but in the same sense, there's something they feel like they can't talk to you about because it would cause an argument. And obviously, if there's like other people involved or another opportunity they're wanting to pursue, I know we're going to drop it. What is this person's intentions with Leo? Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. They do want you. I feel like this person hasn't been honest with something, though. What's that Five of Wands then? The Emperor in reverse. Well, maybe they haven't been honest about their own intimidation. They're feeling intimidated by someone else. For some of you, Leo, this person tends to push you away because they're intimidated of someone else you got in your life. Okay? Or they have an inferiority complex of some sort, or this person feels like they don't have control of their life in some way. Either way, I do feel like they want you. I feel like they don't have control of their life in some way and they don't want you to know that, or this person is intimidated by someone else in the picture and they don't want you to know that, and they're aware that someone else is competing for you or fighting for you. But they kind of are a dink, okay? They're kind of a dink a little bit, or they're being a dink this week, and they're coming at you or going to the extremes with their own thoughts on what's been going on and why you've been neglecting them, or around an unwanted pregnancy. Or around someone else with overbearing tendencies. Maybe they feel like your ex has overbearing tendencies. Or a mother. For some of you, there's issues around an overbearing mother figure. Okay, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Virgo and their person? One more. What do we have for Virgo and their person? Three shuffles. Nice. Oh, proud of you. I'm proud of you, Virgo. 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. That's really nice. All right. Where do we even start? Okay. You don't even need me. Okay. 6 of Wands. That's very successful. So I feel like you're feeling, oh, the star too. So there's some type of successful attempt at a relationship, whether it's new or current. Star card can talk about like renewing something. Or feeling inspired by the success. By some of you are feeling inspired by the monetary success that you're receiving within a relationship, or by the potential monetary success you could receive if you were to be in a relationship with this person. But regardless, I do feel like there is this feeling also of feeling appreciated, feeling seen, feeling recognized for your efforts. A lot of you guys are like feeling like you feel appreciated and seen. I don't know, you're kind of getting a kick out of it. What's that though? God, Virgo. Like, why won't you be happy? All right. That's weird. I love you though. Okay. So let's just put it this way. There's a lot of success you're having within a relationship in a monetary sense, or, you know, it's stable, it's secure. You know, this could be you on an independent level, just stable and secure. You built your own business and you're successful on your own too. The problem is, I feel like you're lonely. Why does this feel like you're lonely? I feel like you're avoiding sabotaging something you feel is good. You may feel like you're overextending yourself. When it comes to this person, Virgo, I feel like you're not directly taking action toward this person. Even though you feel appreciated by this person or seen, you're not taking action because you either feel cut out of their life, or there's a betrayal that you're feeling or still refusing to let go of, where you're avoiding indulging into it in any way. And there could be a bit of like, I don't know, you feel like this person makes you feel scattered or unfocused. It's like, here I am, Virgo, like succeeding, doing really well, things are going really well, and then this person comes along and makes me feel appreciated, and it fucks me up. Like, that's what I'm getting. It's weird. Either because again, some of you guys low-key are either feeling cut out of this person's life, but you still feel like this person is like swallowing their pride associated with something, and you still feel appreciated or seen by this person, but there's still something that makes you feel cut out of their life to an extent, or you still won't let go of some type of betrayal. So, I mean, what's the 6 of Wands? The Death card. Okay. And the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like you have a heightened sense of awareness. I feel like you have a heightened sense of awareness or change perception when it comes to you and this person actually being on the same page, okay? Or maybe you feel like you and this person really do work well together. You know, even if this is a colleague at work and it's like you low-key had some type of issue last week, for example, but this week you're realizing you and this person are getting along quite well. You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of like 2 of my main best friends in my life. We started out as enemies, for real, for real. Like, we used to like think we were both bitches and shit like that, and then we became friends, like best friends. It kind of reminds me of that. And I'm not saying it's exactly like that, but it does feel like you have a heightened sense of awareness that you and someone else are on the same page. And it makes you feel appreciated. It makes you feel seen in an indirect kind of way, though, because you're not really sharing your thoughts about the situation because you have some type of betrayal, and you're not taking action either because you're avoiding being hasty, or you have an inferiority complex, or you're trying to avoid sabotaging something that's already good. Like, for example, maybe the two of you created like a solid, work, whatever you call it. Like, maybe you created like a professional dynamic between the two of you where you work well together and stuff like that, and that's cool. And it's like you're avoiding sabotaging that by involving your feelings or even pain about what happened in the past or something like that. So I don't know, Virgo, it's weird. It's like, it's almost like, feeling appreciated and seen and loved this week by someone that maybe you thought was your enemy, or by someone that you're still feeling some type of loss of. I don't really know. You're feeling cut out of this person's life, or you're not letting go of some type of betrayal. I mean, what's that Three of Swords? Could be just the third party energy. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Well, some of you guys may be choosing to not share your regret or desire to turn over a new leaf with this person. Some of you may have a guilty conscience too about something. Or you have a conscience about a third party involved, which is causing you to not really share too much. Either way, you have a heightened sense of awareness of the two of you being on the same page or very similar, but you're not acting on that. Okay? So there's a lot of good things. You're feeling renewed. You're feeling happy, inspiring. All right, so whoever you're dealing with, Virgo, this is someone that thinks about you a lot, okay? The problem is this person is stressed or thinking worst case scenario, or they're nervous that they lost your respect, okay? Or they're nervous that you don't respect them or care about them or something like that. Like, this is someone that thinks worst case scenario when it comes to why is Virgo so disconnected from you, or why is Virgo avoiding, like, for example, if you work with them, they feel like you constantly avoid being in the same room as them, things like that. Like, this is someone that is stressed because they feel like they lost your respect, or they feel like you don't care about them, or they feel like it's one-sided, or they feel like you go out of your way to avoid connecting with them, and it makes them have a lot of mental conflict when it comes to the situation. Okay, it creates a lot of fears as to why are you going out of your way to not connect with me, or why are you, it's like there's a lot of extreme mental conflict that makes this person feel like they can't be transparent with you. King of Swords in reverse. The Temperance. What's that Five of Swords? Because they may disagree. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Well, they may be in disagreement with, maybe they feel like you're all about your work, and yeah, okay. Or they feel like you're all about your image, or you're all about, like, they may disagree with some type of rigid approach to a work situation, or a rigid approach to relationships even, something along those lines. The Five of Swords can be being an extreme, disagreeing with someone, really. And when that disagreement or conflict is not resolved, it just creates this tension and this mind fuckery. And it's like this person feels like they can't be transparent because some type of disagreement or being at odds with something. It's almost like when Jordan Peterson, he said how conflict avoided is conflict magnified. It's like this person feels like something was avoided when it comes to an issue between the two of you around something that makes them feel like they lost your respect, or vice versa. And it has this person not really sure how to approach the situation, and they're feeling an extreme sense of, like, they don't know how to respond to the situation. So they find themselves not being able to be transparent, and they disagree with some type of rigid approach to business matters, or something pertaining to infidelity, or something pertaining to the King of Pentacles in reverse is just rigid, really rigid, judgy. only caring about money, only caring about status, only caring about image, only caring about labels, shit like that. And it's like this person feels like they're in a disagreement with you around something pertaining to that, which has them not communicating and thinking irrationally, trying to not go to the extremes, wanting to heal the situation with you, but also feeling oppressed a little bit or unable to communicate their thoughts. I do feel like they're eventually going to try to clear the air with you. Temperance and the Five of Wands in reverse, but it is a little bit awkward this week. Thinking worst case scenario. So this person is thinking worst case scenario. What is this person's true feelings for Virgo? I don't know, some of you, maybe it's because this person is showing you some level of appreciation or they're giving you praise for something, and you may respond to it quite arrogantly. I'm just going to be honest with you, and you may feel justified because of some type of betrayal, and this person's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like for some of you who are going, just gonna be honest, they're giving you some type of praise and they may feel like your response is quite arrogant. It could be something as simple as that, okay? What is this person's feelings for Virgo truly? Well, we do have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. Three of Wands in reverse. This person feels like if the two of you could get on the same page and let bygones be bygones, and whatever, they feel like the two of you have the potential to have something solid. The problem is they're not really expecting too much because they feel like every attempt they make is a failed attempt, and they're kind of sick of waiting. But this person does authentically want to. Oh, there's another one here, the Star. So this person has hope with you, or it's like, I don't know. This person doesn't want to lose you, but they also have a hard time being vulnerable because they feel like they have to play it safe with you for whatever reason. They're not really expecting too much to happen between the two of you, but ideally they do feel like the two of you could have or maintain, whatever your situation is, something that is pretty badass. If the two of you let bygones be bygones, but they're not really expecting that to happen. But they feel like the two of you could be like a power couple type of energy. But yeah, for some of you, this person may be giving you praise, and this person feels like you're being a bit of a loudmouth or you're being arrogant about something because they gave you praise. I don't know, you may be a little, yeah, you may be being a little bit arrogant. I don't know, Virgo, you're being weird. You have something really great. And even if you do hate this person, for example, even if you can't stand this person, reacting arrogantly isn't doing nobody favors, even you. You know what I mean? I don't know. What is your advice for Virgo? The Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups is your advice. So be friendly. Be friendly. Or don't be immature. Some of you need to apologize. Or accept this person's apology. Or you know, embrace something in a friendly, innocent-like way. This is like connecting with someone in a very innocent-like way. Okay. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, quick break. Okay. Arrested Development. Yeah. So your ego been dead. See you, Crystal. How was your mommy daughter date? Oh, last weekend. It was really good. It was. Thank you, Missy Rose Scorpio. Scorpio. Thank you, Missy. I appreciate that. But yeah, our mommy daughter date, that was last weekend. That was really good, which is nice because this weekend she's with her nan. That's why our house is kind of torn up at the moment. Not really, but we got all the stuff that was in the living room and the kitchen. It's kind of a mess. But it's pretty much done, except like the baseboards and stuff like that. So, glad daughter mommy day was good. Yes. And I actually miss her deeply at the moment. But she will be home soon. But someone said we're in Mercury retrograde still. Like, I feel like we've been in Mercury retrograde for like a million years. But that makes sense because my internet has been so wonky. It's been ridiculous. Like, my last live was terrible internet. I hope everything's good tonight. And just randomly, like, the internet will just go out. Do I remember your name change? I don't. If you want to remind me. Oh, are you Master Manifester? Cool. I got it. We are always in retrograde, solar plasma. I just find Mercury retrogrades are the worst. And like, we always experience retrogrades and like sometimes 6 planets are in retrograde. But like Mercury retrograde is the one I feel the most, especially being a sign ruled by Mercury. Like Virgos and Geminis, I feel have, especially because me personally, I have Mercury in my first house. So if you see me or you don't, has a lot to do with Mercury retrograde. And I try to fight that with fucking everything. So, but yeah, my Mercury is in my first house. But just being a sign ruled by Mercury in general fucks you up. And I feel Mercury retrogrades the most. And like it's a literal pattern that I try to actively fight. So, when did Mercury retrograde start right quick? Could someone tell me that right quick just so I can do the math in my head? Because I have a tendency to overwhelm myself during Mercury retrograde. I always do. So I try to like temper that. I've watched you for 4 years now. But I don't think I'm overwhelming myself. Like, I think I'm going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. I only have my job for the summer, so it works. And then school would be fine. You know what I mean? I'm a little worried because school hours are a bit different. Like right now, like I work like full time, but it doesn't start till like I do the evenings, so I don't get home till like 9 or 10, which is perfect because that's usually when I come on YouTube. So I'll pop on YouTube right quick, and my makeup's already done. But then when I start school, I'll have to be leaving probably at like 7:30. So as long as Junior's on the same page to get the kids ready for school, it should be fine. But when did Mercury retrograde start? Someone tell me that right quick. Because that would be so funny if it started right when I started my job, because that's not a good sign. But I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. Because I also have Mercury, like my son, like my son is in my second house. So I do a lot of communication around values. I'd like to talk about money and values. And then I have Mercury in my first house. Oh, you mean Mercury didn't even go retrograde yet? Well, what am I thinking then? Well, that's good. Mercury goes retrograde today or tomorrow. Oh, well, that's good. Excuse me. I know I've been feeling kind of funky, but my moon cycle is also supposed to come tomorrow. So there's that. I noticed that my readings lately do not resonate with it. If it does not resonate with the person on your mind. I'm not sure what you mean. You notice your readings do not resonate. I don't know what you mean. Like, it doesn't resonate, like, on your side or their side. It's possible they have just moved on, or they're focusing on other things. It's every 90 days because it's a planet closest to the sun. Oh, do you mean... Oh, no, you said you were pulling cards. Are you talking about my readings? You guys are reading lately. Oh, you mean my readings? I thought you meant if you're pulling cards. Well, the readings on YouTube are general. They're... Like, you got to realize, one, if you are a Gemini, for example, that Gemini reading is not going to resonate for every single Gemini out there. It's YouTube readings are really for entertainment. It's really what it comes down to. But it is like an overall collective energy and how it may be influencing us, but that can go from one extreme to the other. You know what I mean? And sometimes tarot can read the extreme end, you know? So sometimes you have to have the ability to discern, and like if someone says that, you have to have the ability to kind of put it on the spectrum you're on. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that. Your readings resonate with your sun. Do I read my own tarot cards? To be quite honest with you, I hardly read my own tarot anymore. I used to. I used to read my own tarot a lot, but I find when things are in motion and like right now I'm in a place in my life where I know exactly what to expect, and I know exactly what's going on, and I know exactly the plan. So I'm not really in a space where I need to read my own tarot. You know what I mean? But I find when I'm reading a lot of tarot for myself, I'm generally in a space where I just need to stop. And there's something more personal going on. Because, but I don't read, to be quite honest with you, when I started tarot, I had a lot of questions about love. And I really don't have any questions about love anymore. But sometimes I'll pull cards, but like, for example, like when I'm on a path that I know exactly what to expect and exactly what is expected of me, I don't like pulling tarot because I don't want to fuck with that, if that makes sense. But like if I am confused, or if I generally want to know like basic shit or something like that, I will pull cards. You know what I mean? I don't like to fuck with my mind when it's already in a good space. But then when my mind's not in a good space where I'm confused, then yeah, I'll pull tarot. But I'm not, yeah, when I started tarot, that's why I started Love Tarot, because I was lost. I was a lost puppy. I don't know. I'm sure we all can relate. Like, it's an era. Anyway, we'll move on to Libra. But I don't, like, for example, I'm not going to pull a spread to say, am I going to be successful at school, for example? Because I know that's really up to me. If I put in all my work, I know I will be successful. You know what I mean? There's certain things that there's no sense in asking, but then there's other things. Sometimes, like actually, a couple months back, I had to do a bunch of paperwork for something, and I was kind of waiting on timelines, and I was waiting to make sure, because I have so much anxiety when it comes to paperwork and shit like that. And I pulled the spread to see, okay, is everything going to work out fine? You know what I mean? So I look for cards like the Three of Pentacles, Justice, shit like that. Sometimes I'll do it for things like that, just to ease my own anxieties about paperwork shit, because I hate that shit. But anyway, but like when it comes to like, am I going to be successful at school, or am I going to, no, I don't pull tarot for that, because I know as an energetic being, I'm going to be successful if I put in the work to do it. You know what I mean? So some things you need to know your power. The Fool, you need to have faith in yourself. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, I already switched it. Libra. What do we have for Libra? I hardly ever get tarot for myself anymore, read tarot for myself, ever. I honestly don't even, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't even watch tarot anymore. I do watch astrology updates, though, loyally. I always want to know what's going on astrologically. But, all right, what do we have for Libra and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Libra and their person? 3 shuffles. And even sometimes I'll pull a spread. You know what I mean? Like me and Junior has had relationship issues, and I'll pull a spread. Am I making the right decision? And it will come up exactly what I already know, so it's kind of pointless. You know what I mean? Like it will come up exactly, it will show shadow aspects, it will show our weak points, it will show our blind spots, it will show potentials and all this. And it's like, we already know. You know what I mean? Deep down, we already know. You know what I mean? I feel. Even love. Like if someone's ignoring you in love, that's not love. You know what I mean? Or, I don't know, like, you get what I'm saying. But overall energy for you, Libra, King of Wands in reverse with the Nine of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, Page of Cups. Well, Libra, I feel like thinking less negatively. King of Wands in reverse, why? Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're not wholeheartedly confident within a situation, but you're also feeling defeated within that relationship dynamic or the potential of. I feel like there's a part of you that is having a hard time asserting yourself. You're not really sure how to communicate with this person. There is an inner truth that you may be suppressing to someone. I do feel like I don't know, you're kind of humoring someone or giving someone the benefit of the doubt, but there is something deep down that is bothering you. For those of you in a relationship with this person, you may be feeling like it's superficial. Okay. I also feel like you're quite angry, or you're quite angry because you feel like this person is insensitive towards something about you, or you're lacking confidence in regards to whether something is mutual. Okay. Because you don't really feel fully supported on an emotional level. And it makes things a little bit complicated when it comes to direct communication. I don't see you really fully committing to this person, but I do see you going out of your way to avoid conflict, or to, it's almost like like even if you have a negative view on someone because they were insensitive or you don't feel loved, you're going out of your way to ease the tension between the two of you, because you don't, I don't know, it's almost like you don't want to speak to someone, or you don't want to say the truth to someone, because you feel like it will just cause some type of dispute or argument. Some of you, if you're in a relationship, you feel like all the issues always come back to money, or shared resources, or who does what. If you're not in a relationship with this person, you may feel that this person tends to be impractical around issues, and it causes you to not really be sure how to talk to someone. Like, for example, if you have an experience where you're honest with someone about something and they react in a very negative way, it creates a small fracture there, okay, where now the next time you need to be honest with someone, you feel like you can't really be honest with that person because you're already preparing yourself to be yelled at, or you're preparing for yourself to be mocked or belittled or undermined when it comes to how you truly feel, whatever it may be. And I do feel like it's almost like you're humoring someone, and I can't even tell if you like them. You're more so focused on avoiding creating conflict with this person. I mean, what's that Page of Cups? Knight of Wands. Okay, and the King of Cups. See, the thing is here, Libra, I feel like you're inspired to be very mature about a situation, but you feel like that is not mutual. You feel like you're receiving a lack of compassion, or you feel like someone is being insensitive towards you, where you feel like you're always the one to overlook things about them, or you're always the one to give some type of unconditional understanding toward them, whatever it may be. So I feel like you feel like this emotional maturity is not mutual, and it makes you, it causes you to have a very difficult time communicating with this person. So whoever you're dealing with, I feel like this person wants things to go somewhere between the two of you, and they tend to seize little moments to make that happen. But I feel like there's more growth and missed opportunities than anything. And this person is, I feel like some type of deep wound has this person easily triggered when it comes to being taken advantage of, or when it comes to one-sided situations or being undervalued. I feel like this person, more often than not, is seizing opportunities this week to, like, this is someone this week that is more so reacting to their own triggers around some type of deep wound or betrayal, or around feeling taken advantage of, or something being one-sided. They feel like you're making a poor choice or have made a poor choice. Because right now, Libra, this person is feeling like things are one-sided. They may not feel like their efforts were valued or are being valued this week. And as much as this person, because I do see this person this week, Libra, seizing a moment to nurture the situation or try to have things go somewhere. But the moment they receive a specific reaction, it's like, okay, back to, okay, feeling hopeless or triggered, or feeling like, it's almost like when someone goes out of their way to help you or support you or love you or be generous with you, even financially. And then the moment you don't react the way they wanted you to react, it's like now all of a sudden it's almost like they feel like, oh, you're taking advantage of them, whatever it may be. So I don't like it at all. They do want growth, though. I just feel like they're petty. 5 of Cups. This person tends to cry over spilt milk. Or it's like they actively make the choice to give into situations that don't return in the same way. And it has them feeling regretful. But they're still willing to wait on it. Or they're still willing to see a different perspective. Now, give me one more on the King of Wands in reverse for Libra. 6 of Wands in reverse. See, the thing is, Libra, I feel like you're challenging this person's ego. You know this person has an ego of the ass. You know this person tends to pride themselves in the most basic of shit. And you may feel like, okay, I can't give you this. It's almost like you may feel like this person has ill intentions in their generosity, or they have ill intentions in not appreciating you, or you may feel like they have ill intentions with you. So it makes you humor their efforts to some degree. You're being wise when it comes to how much support or energy you give into it, while simultaneously trying to avoid conflict. If this is a long-term relationship, you may be recognizing someone is being very generous with you, but then you're also bringing them back by gesturing to existing debts within that relationship. Because you're trying to be mature about a situation, or you're trying to be mature about being hasty, and it may kind of pop someone's ego a little bit and create some type of tension where you tend to avoid or detach in those moments. I don't know, I kind of feel like you're dealing with someone that can't handle either adult conversations, or the moment that they do something nice for you, they want to be praised of the ass, when you feel like, well, you never appreciated me. You may feel unappreciated. So it makes you feel entitled to not rub this person's ego, I guess you could say, for basic shit. So I feel like this person this week is trying to seize an opportunity with you, but they're torn in regards to whether they're wasting their energy doing so. And they may be petty about feeling undervalued or taken advantage of, or feeling like something is one-sided, or I feel like they're a bit immature, okay? For those of you where you're not in a relationship, this person may reach out in efforts to emotionally be there for you in some way. If you don't react how they want you to react, it's like they take that back, or they still try to gain appreciation for showing up for you emotionally when all they did was come into your life and stress you out even more. Because they couldn't handle the fact that you just needed space, or they couldn't handle certain aspects about a situation. Like, it was very conditional. It's like you may feel like you received very conditional love from this person, or it's like a very biased view, like it's very surface level support or love, where you feel like this person doesn't actually love you or know you or understand you. So I feel like you're trying to keep the peace with someone, and you may feel like you're always having to, take shit and they can't handle shit. I don't know. So if this is a relationship, like I said, there could be disputes around money. And you may feel like you need to kind of walk on eggshells a little bit to kind of gesture to existing debts within that relationship. So thank you for the gift, but aren't we supposed to be like saving money? And you may feel like that starts some type of conflict where you're in a space of, I don't want conflict. That's just what it is. And you're trying to be mature about being hasty. And you feel like it kind of pops this person's ego where they can't ground themselves in reality long enough to save their life. And they kind of make everything about a poor me type of situation because you bring up something practical or something like that. But you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? Tarot is confirmation. One of the main reasons I believe in tarot is because what comes out of my mouth, like for anybody that knows me in real life, knows I'm not a talker. Like, I'm not that person that's going to drag out stories and talk. Like, in real life, I don't talk. I can't even create conversations to save my ass, okay? And tarot just makes me talk and talks about things like, I don't know. That's like one of the main reasons I believe in tarot, because I'm not a talker. And somehow I can talk for 4 hours about different storylines, and I don't know where it comes from. I really don't. That's one of the main reasons. I've said that before. And if you knew me in real life, you would know what I mean, because I'm not a conversation starter. I don't just fucking talk out of my ass. I'm not that person. So, all right, what do we have for Scorpio? I hate small talk. You know what I mean? I mean, I can talk about things I like and stuff like I'm not very good at small talk, no. I'm terrible at it. I'm very awkward at it. So, I mean, on YouTube it's different, because I could sit here and say nothing and you guys will just sit there. In real life, you can't do that. In real life, it's like, okay, small talk, nice weather. Yeah. Like, I'm not a very good small talker, no. Like, what I like to talk about is deep shit that makes people uncomfortable. Like, sometimes I can talk really well if, like, I get a hint off someone that I can help them with or something like that. Like, I like helping people or, like, stuff like that. But, like, I can't surface level talk. All right, what do we have for Scorpio? And their person. What do we have for Scorpio and their person? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Scorpio, 8 of Swords and the Lovers. Okay, well, you can't get someone out of your head. Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Wands in reverse. Wow, so there's some changes happening for you, Scorpio. There's a major choice in love, okay? But you're very insecure about the situation. There's some insecurities you have around a soulmate energy. You can't stop thinking about this person, or you're having a hard time just, I mean, why the Eight of Swords? You may be a little bit embarrassed. Two of Pentacles. There could be something about your financial situation or your routine or your work or how much time you have in your day that could be causing you to overthink a connection, okay? So you're either embarrassed financially, or do you even have time for this? Can you even make this work? Those types of questions are causing you to overthink something. However, there is some type of decisive moment that you feel a very strong connection with someone. You just don't know how to follow through with that and put in the work to have it. And you're trying to be responsible. You are feeling the weight of this connection quite strongly. I got to clarify that Wheel of Fortune. Thank you, Missy Girl. Again, I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing your energy. Will there be a reconnect with my PTSD estranged combat Marine son? Will we reconnect? I miss him. I'll pull a card right quick after this, okay? I don't normally do super chat questions, but you're always here for me. So I'll pull a card right quick after this, Scorpio, okay? So Scorpio, I feel like you're feeling the weight of this connection. You don't really, I don't know, I feel like you lack a plan. You lack a plan. Because you're in a space of being in the short-term reality, thinking of what you need to be doing tomorrow, thinking about current financial stresses or bumps in the road, where it makes you kind of lack patience when it comes to this love situation or the potential that could happen between the two of you. So you have an opportunity to connect with someone. You're in your head about, do I have time for this? Can I make this work? Or you're in your head about your own financial mishaps, okay, you got going on. And you're trying to be responsible. I mean, why the Ten of Wands? The Queen of Swords? I don't know, I do feel like you're gonna give something a go, but you're gonna be very direct about your own, I don't know, I feel like you're open to talk to this person. You want to receive the truth. You're open to talk to this person. Okay, so you're being responsible with the connection by being very direct with them, saying how your reality is right now, expressing the fact that you're open to receive, I don't know, you're open to the situation. But you're also in a no bullshit type of energy, and you're being like that with this person. Like, you're not giving this person any bullshit. You're being very honest about, this is my financial situation, or this is how my life looks right now. Is that okay? You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. And there's some type of like change of luck in a positive way for you, but it's also putting you in a position where the universe is asking you, are you going to let your own insecurities or this prevent you from, you know, trying this out? I don't know. Why the Wheel of Fortune? Four of Cups. Okay. So a decisive moment. Wheel is changing. So there's an offer being made. I mean, maybe the wheel is changing. Your luck is changing. So let's just put it this way. There's an offer being made, and it may feel like destiny a little bit, and it may be from someone that ignored you in the past. You have faith with this person, but it's weird because even though you may have wanted this person or you have pined over this person to some degree, when they make this offer, you're kind of, it's almost like you don't have time for it. So I don't know if because you've learned your own lessons or created some type of change in your own life, or because there's not that resistance anymore, you're in a space of like, do I even want this anymore? So there's an offer being made. You may be feeling, I don't want to say apathetic to it, but there is a little bit of apathy because you feel like, well, okay, there's the offer. It's here. I don't feel the way I thought I was going to feel. Maybe you just got sick of waiting on this person and you're trying to be responsible, but you're being very direct with this person. You're open to hear what this person has to say, but there's an offer there. But I don't know. Are you bored of this person by the time it comes around? It does feel like that. Confused. You may be overthinking why is someone reconsidering, or why is someone trying to be in my life? There could be overthinking around that too. So I don't know, there's an offer, but you may feel a little bit apathetic toward it or bored of it or whatever it may be. Whoever your person is, Scorpio, this is definitely someone that is taking control and trying to turn over a new leaf with you. There's some type of confession, or it's like they're expressing their regrets they have in a situation. They're being super honest with you. They're offering you an opportunity. I mean, maybe that's what's giving you the ick, okay? Because this person is offering you an opportunity, but with the King of Wands in reverse and the Strength in reverse, they may be coming off quite entitled or arrogant or overly confident. Maybe that's what's giving you this, like, coldness. Someone's coming off overly confident when really they're just masking their own anxieties or worst case scenario thinking. This is someone that's stressed. Sorry, I just got tip of that. This is someone that is stressed. They've been thinking a lot about you. Ah, why hasn't Scorpio reached out? Why hasn't Scorpio responded to my message? So someone's being very honest with you. They're trying to turn over a new leaf with you. They're attracted to you, but they do have a very overly confident approach in offering you something. They see potential between the two of you. You're feeling like, okay, it's here, but it's not making me feel the way I want to feel. Now, Scorpio, you have learned a lot. You've gained a lot of wisdom through some type of, whirlwind of events in your life, which cause you to no longer wait on certain situations. But it also has you more focused on your own bumps in the road or financial mishaps, or you're in a very short-term focus energy right now to kind of get over some type of, like, Ten of Wands. It's like coming to the end of the road of something, being very honest with this person, kind of numb to your own feelings. You may be very, like, focused on something that has you kind of numb and apathetic toward this offer coming in. So there's an offer for a relationship potentially, or something that seems to be presenting itself as having a lot of potential. This person may come off quite overly confident. Give me a little bit more on their true intentions. Oh, shit. Their true intentions is a Judgment. That's someone that wants a second chance, or they want an opportunity. They see you as an opportunity they don't want to lose out on. They want to rebirth this with you. They want to do it. It's like a blast from the past. They want to do it. I don't know. They want you. I don't know. Why are you so bored of this person by this point? Lord. I mean, what is Scorpio's true feelings for this person? I don't know. I feel like this is someone you've learned from. Your true feelings for this person, the Hangman. You may feel like you will have to make a sacrifice to be with this person. I feel the Hangman is someone that has interest, but they need to hear a new perspective, or they need to understand a little bit more. They need to know what they're getting into. The Emperor in reverse. So I feel like your true feelings, you're willing to understand. Maybe you're willing to understand why they willing to understand. You're willing to understand. You're willing to wait. Your true feelings. Just give me one more. What is Scorpio's true feelings? Chariot in reverse. There's something you feel like you don't have control over. You don't have control. Or you feel like this person doesn't have control. You may be wanting to understand why this person didn't take control, or why this person lost control and was a dink in the past. Or it's like you are feeling interested, but you're also feeling intimidated. with the lack of direction of where this is going, and you're willing to understand. I don't really feel like you know how you feel, or I don't really know. I don't feel like you know how you feel. You may be a little bit intimidated too. Or it's like there's something about this connection that feels a bit chaotic or lacking direction. You're willing to hear them out. You are interested enough to hear them out. But you seem to be very focused on your own lane here and something you're putting the work into. So it may have you stressed about making changes to your current work routine or your day-to-day routine, or you're already focused on like saving money, something like that. So I'm not getting a whole lot of lovey-dovey feelings from you. You're willing to understand. Let's give me one more for Scorpio's feelings. The Tower. I don't know, are you done? Is it too little too late? I feel like you want to hear this person out when it comes to something that occurred in the past. I don't know, sudden realization. You're feeling confused. You're heavily confused. Why are you here? I don't know, I feel like you think it's a little bit toxic, but you're willing to hear them out. Yeah. Or you're willing to kind of see it a little bit further. I don't know. There's something a little bit, I don't know why you're so apathetic toward it. I don't know, but your person, once they're solid, they want a second chance. Maybe you want to know if this person has the ability to take control of their life in a different way, because you may feel like they don't have control in certain aspects. So it makes you feel like, I don't even know if I want to talk to you because it doesn't really feel like it's going to go anywhere. And you don't want to move. You may feel like, I don't want to move. Are you going to move? I don't know. But you could be dealing with a Leo, but your person wants you. They've been thinking about you a lot. But you're over here so, like, don't mess up my shit. Don't touch my shit. You're very focused on your shit. Like, very focused. What is Scorpio doing? Seven of Pentacles. Look, you're like, Seven of Pentacles talks about like finishing what you started. You're following. It's like you're making long-term investments. You could be investing. It's like you're investing into something. You're finishing something you started. You have a very specific plan that you're tending to. And you may feel like this person doesn't fit into your plan. So you could be strong Aries energy. We also have Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus, and Leo, Pisces, or Virgo. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, right quick, Missy girl. Yeah, I don't do super chat questions, but Missy is a special one. Thank you for sharing your energy. Will there be a reconnect with your PTSD, estranged, combat marine sun? Will we reconnect? So I'll just pull a couple cards for you. Will Missy reconnect? With her PTSD, estranged, combat sun, universe, spirits, and guides. Two more. Show me the cards I need to see. Will Missy reconnect? Oh, yeah, definitely. Six of Cups, 10 of Cups, Moon in reverse, and the King of Swords. So you're definitely going to be reconnecting. There is some type of happily family reunion happening here. There's a lot of honest communication. I also see your son being very fair and honest with you when it comes to his own fears and things that he's discovered about himself, and trying to approach a situation with integrity. But I do feel like he misses you too. I mean, this is a very blunt, yes, he's going to reconnect. There is going to be a family reunion. And I feel like he misses you too, and he's trying to be very fair while also being mindful of his own fears. And he could have experienced some type of major disillusion that has him feeling the need to detach from a lot of things. But he's going to be very honest and fair when it comes to what he's been going through. But major reconnection, family reunion. And I do feel like he misses you too. Okay. I hope, Missy, you're still here. All right. Moving on to Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius and... Aw, girl. I also feel like whatever has been illuminated for him, he's going to be able to ground that a bit more, and it's going to leave him like he's going to be able to rationalize his own experience from something he's become illuminated to some extent. Okay. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for three more? What do we have for Sagittarius and their person? Ooh. Overall energy for you, Sagittarius, the World with the Three of Swords, Hermit in reverse, Justice in reverse. All right. Okay, Four of Wands though, Eight of Cups. Thank you, Missy, again, girl. I appreciate that. Thank you for making an exception. No problem, girl. Thank you for always being here. I appreciate that. All right. So Sagittarius, the World card. Closure, a sense of completion, a desirable outcome, though. There's a desirable outcome to a painful experience. A desirable outcome to a painful experience. You're withdrawing yourself. Not being fair. Eight of Wands. Let's just put it this way, Sagittarius. You're getting closure here with someone, or there's a desirable outcome that is stemmed from some type of incoming communication, and you're quite excited. Some of you are excited. Why the Justice in reverse? I want to say you're happy that you don't have to be honest about something. The Death card and the Seven of Swords. Heightened sense of awareness. Some of you are just choosing to end something, really, because that's your desirable outcome to some type of pain or betrayal, whatever it may be. And you have a heightened sense of awareness around deception that's at play. And with the Justice in reverse, I don't really feel like you're in the mood this week to be what is it? Fuck, I can't remember my words together. Like, I don't feel like you want to be fair this week. I don't feel like you want to be the mediator or whatever. It's like you're not wanting to be diplomatic this week. I feel like you're wanting to withdraw yourself from a situation because of some type of incoming communication or something that happens really impulsively. I mean, what's that Eight of Wands? Some of you are just choosing to distance yourself. Two of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Why the World then? The Moon in reverse. Something has been illuminated. I'm just going to be honest with you, Sag. Some of you there's been something illuminated toward, because the Eight of Wands is clarified with the Two of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. That is either secrets exposed around someone not having good motives, or being pessimistic around, you know, someone not having good motives. Like, this person's either pessimistic around your motives and whether they're good or not, or this person is exposing something that may taint your reputation with them, and you're not in a space where you want to prove or take accountability and make things right. You're in a space where you want to just end it. It's almost like there's a situation where you rather just it end than take accountability for something, and you're in a space where honestly you may be kind of over the situation anyways. So it's almost like you feel like there's no point in getting wrapped up into, I don't know, you don't really see the point in being fair with this person or approaching the situation with honesty. You may be even ignoring the facts about something to avoid accountability. And it may not be that deep, okay? But I do see you almost running from a situation or distancing yourself because you're recognizing someone's being super pessimistic, and a heightened sense of awareness around some type of change going on in the relationship dynamic has you playing your cards right or being a bit more strategic. Okay, so a major life change. So you're kind of withdrawing yourself from this person, but that's like a desirable outcome from you, for you. I mean, the World, the Strength card. You kind of want this to be done anyway. I don't know, what is Sagittarius' true desires with this person? The Fool in reverse. You lost faith in this anyway, sorry. So it kind of feels like you lost faith in something anyway. This person is communicating, like it's almost like messages of anger, or they're so mad because they found something out that ruined your reputation with them, or something like that. Or they're mad because of something that happened in the past, and you're in a space of like, well, bye. Well, bye. Then why are you here? If I'm such a problem, why are you here? And you're in a space that, regardless of what happened, you do not want to take ownership of this. You do not want to take accountability for it, because your desirable outcome already happened, which is things to be done, or you to conclude the situation on a whole. You may have also kind of been, I kind of want to say this is a past situation, just because Moon in reverse, you may have already recognized your own shit when it comes to that situation. It's almost like maybe you met someone a couple years ago and you dated them for a while, or whatever it may be, and you've already been illuminated on a personal level to your own shadow and to how delulu you were even dealing with that person. And that person is coming back around, you know, being quite angry at you because they feel like you're not being fair. There's some underhanded remarks, and you're kind of like, well, I'm tired of this anyway. Like, I don't even know why you're, like, you don't even want to be having this conversation, okay? If you're in a long-term relationship with this person, similar deal, though. You're kind of avoiding taking accountability for something. But it's like that's your desirable outcome, to, like, hold back or conclude something. And you're true. I mean, you don't really have faith with this person anyway. So something's happening really quickly. Someone's communicating really quickly or impulsively, or there's a lot of emails, messages, and I don't really see you having the energy to communicate with this person. And it makes me laugh just because I know Sag energy, and if anybody knows a Sagittarius personally, you know how they are when it comes to shit. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, if you, even like Jay-Z, I noticed Jay-Z's like that too, he's a Sag. Or even Andrew Tate, a double Sag. If they don't want to fucking deal with it, they're not going to deal with it. And you're not going to guilt them into dealing with it, regardless of how unfair they may be being. So Sag, I feel like you're in a space of, I don't want to deal with this. And you may even laugh at them. A Sag will laugh at you. You don't even care. I don't even care. Argue with yourself. You're in a space of like not even caring. It's been dead and gone to you anyway. So someone's being mad at you that you're in a space where you don't want this anyway. You don't want this relationship anyway. So be mad and leave. Leave if you want. Okay? Is your perspective. Whoever you're dealing with, Sag. Wow. It's funny. I mean, I love Sag energy, low key. You know what I mean? I was Sag moon too. Like, if Sagittarius don't want to deal with shit, there's nothing you're going to say or do to force them or guilt them or anything. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Sag, I don't know. They got some good energy here for you. Maybe you're just not into them. This is someone that is overwhelmed with emotions, wanting to support you, wanting to express themselves, trying to get your attention. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're not mad at you. Maybe they're communicating their passion and love for you. Because this person is taking action in a very loving way. Oh. Okay, so like let me set the story straight, okay? This person is expressing all of their love. Like, I really loved you. I really seen the best in you, Sagittarius. But I'm confident that you manipulated me, or you're being manipulated. I'm confident that person is manipulating you, or I'm confident you manipulated me back then, because it's like, here I am trying to swallow my pride and show you how much I love you. I'm very attracted to you. I'm so proud of you for everything you've done. But I feel like you manipulated me back then. Oh my dear. This person feels a little bit unhappy because things didn't work out the way they had wanted with you, and they're feeling unhappy. You know what I mean? So they are taking action in a very confident way. They feel like they're swallowing their pride to connect with you and give you unconditional love and support. And it could just be a difference in love languages, honestly, because I don't feel like this person does have bad intentions. However, they are kind of making a point to say, I love you and I feel like I've given so much support to you, and now I'm confused because you're dating other people, or now I feel like you've manipulated me. Like, did you ever love me, or whatever it may be? Because they feel unhappy with an outcome between the two of you. So they're a little bit overwhelmed. They want to give you all their love and goodness, and they want to protect you and be there for you, Sag. They appreciate you, and they feel like Sag, they feel you appreciated them too. I thought you appreciated me. I thought you loved me. I thought you whatever. I hate to say it like this, but it's because of your side, Sag. Like, you are like royally done with this situation. If anything, you're irritated by it. You may feel like you need to be strategic with this person. They're whoever this person is, though, they're giving you a lot of love and support, and they're trying to reassert control in the best way they can by swallowing their pride and showing you unconditional love, while simultaneously standing up to you because they feel like you manipulated them. Like, you must have manipulated me. Like, you said you love me to the moon and back. Blah, 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 blah. But I feel like you're quickly, I mean, give me a little bit more as to how Sag is going to react to it. You may just ignore them. How will Sag react? Five of Swords in reverse. You may avoid escalating conflict. You may feel like Five of Swords in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse, and the Sun. The Nine of Wands. You may be very transparent with this person in efforts to avoid escalating conflict, that you've moved on, or that you've seized other opportunities, or you may even be transparent with the fact that they missed an opportunity with you. But I more so get you being very open and expressive with this person about how you moved on. Because you may be feeling pushed in a corner a little bit to defend yourself about something. And the Five of Swords in reverse aims to avoid escalating conflict. And for whatever reason, you may feel like there's a heightened sense of, like, you may be feeling the need to close something out heavily. World and the Death card. Like, you may be feeling heavy energy supporting you, needing to close something out. And you may feel like this person would try to cause shit for you if you didn't do it in the right way. So it's almost like being very transparent with this person. Oh, listen, I really did care about you. You know, I really did care about you, but I moved on. You know what I mean? Or I've seized other opportunities, or you missed an opportunity. I don't feel like you're going to say you missed an opportunity because that would be too confrontational. You're trying to avoid conflict. I feel like you're just going to tell this person what they want to hear, Sag. Three of Wands in reverse. So you're very short-term focused when it comes to, you know, not giving this person anything to wait on while simultaneously trying to avoid conflict, expressing the fact that you seized other opportunities or you've moved on, or hinting at the fact that they missed an opportunity too, potentially. And you're very short-term focused. You're not really thinking long-term of this person. So, but yeah. So I feel like you're humoring someone. You're not taking accountability for any type of deception, if there was any, or you're just playing your cards right because you, I don't know, you just want this to be done. But you could be dealing with a Leo. We have Aries, Capricorn, or Pisces. It could be any sign as far as omens go. Yeah, I love Sag energy for that. For real, for real. I mean, like if you're not getting like a rough part of Sag to some extent, Sagittarius don't even fuck with you like that. Sagittarius can be like optimistic and like go with the flow, but it's like if you're in the deep of the Sag, like you know how Sag is, they don't give a fuck. But I love that about them because you know like it's real, if that makes any sense. Like I could give you so many stories and examples. Like Sagittarius is like what's funny is I've Sagittarius out of all signs in the comments I've seen are blamed to be the cheaters and stuff like that, which I disagree. I feel like sometimes people are seduced by Sagittarius is because they can be so easygoing and they'll humor conversations where people may think that they're into them because they'll joke around and stuff like that. But that's just Sag being surface level. That's not Sag being into you. When a Sag is into you, you'll see them fight for you, for fuck's sake. You'll see them, you know what I mean? You'll see the rough part of them. You'll see their attitude. You'll see it all. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, Sagittarius is, I've watched Sagittarius laugh at people. I mean, even with Andrew Tate, he's a double Sag. He's a great example. Like, they really don't give a fuck. So if you think a Sag is into you because they're being nice, that's just Sag being nice, because they are very nice, like, to a general folk. But they would never, they're not going to pretend. I mean, unless they're getting something from you. Sometimes Sages can be like agreement based. You know, they'll do things on an agreement base. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? Now, Sagittarius are great for small talk. I mean, look at Miley Cyrus. She's another one, a girl example, right? She's great at fucking shooting the shit with everybody, right? That's just Sag energy. That's not flirting. I can guarantee you when she was with her man sees attitude, sees it all, right? Like, Sagittarius is just like to have a good time. They don't give a fuck. So never think a Sag is flirting with you. Make sure you know they're actually into you. In fact, when I met Junior, who's a Sagittarius, I went to his house and I asked if he wanted to party. It was a New Year's party. He was like, nope. Nope. He straight up told me no. Because at the time I had a boyfriend over, right? I told him, I said, do you want to come party with my boyfriend and stuff like that? Now, mind you, I was only dating this guy for 2 weeks and I didn't give a fuck. He wasn't like a serious boyfriend. He was just a guy I dated for like 2 weeks. And I was actually into Junior. So I said, do you want to come over? My word, he's like, no. It's only because I said my boyfriend. But like but once I got him, I got him. Sagittarius is, they don't fuck around. I honestly, that's one thing I've never had to question about Junior is his loyalty to me, ever. I've had to question other things, like sometimes he pisses me off in other ways over the 17 years I've been with him. Like there's some serious shit that pisses me off, but never when it comes to his loyalty, ever. Like in regards to cheating. He's never cheated on me. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? But there are things that piss me off. Big things. But Sagittarius is, I don't get playboy or playgirl energy from Sagittarius. I really don't. Because they don't fuck with shit unless they want it. Like, they're really that easy. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? But now, mind you, with Sagittarius is, because low vibrational Sagittarius traits is they will stick around if they're getting money from you, if they're getting this from you. So if you think your Sagittarius doesn't love you, like hold back a little bit when it comes to how much you're giving into it. Does he still love you? You know what I mean? Will he still fight for you? Even girls, like if Sagittarius, sometimes Sagittarius can stay because you give them some type of freedom. Sagittarius love freedom. All right, what do we have for Capricorn and their person? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Capricorn. Ace of Swords in reverse with the Lovers in reverse. 3 of Swords in reverse. Lord have mercy, this energy. All right, so you may be feeling a lack of closure with someone, or you're not really sure what the overall outcome is between you and someone else. And I do feel like, I don't know, you're confused here. A lot of you guys do have options, by the way. Some of you are distracted with some type of third-party energy. The Lovers in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you are distracted with some type of third-party energy. You may be sharing... I don't know, I do feel like you're sharing your lack of confidence in a situation with someone. I don't know. I feel... Why is that 7 of Cups here? Page of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you're confused on what to give your energy to, Capricorn. And I feel like there's something here you're procrastinating, and you may be feeling like you're not really hearing from someone. You are thinking of someone, or you're keeping some type of sort of truth to yourself when it comes to a lack of trust in a past connection. Some of you guys don't trust a past connection, and you're aware that it's quite destructive. But you're choosing to keep your thoughts to yourself about that. There is someone here that you're thinking about or fantasizing about, but you're not really responding to, or you feel like they're not responding to your messages, or you're waiting to hear from them, or you feel like you haven't been hearing from someone. I don't know, I feel like you guys are overwhelmed or feeling confused because you're in no contact with someone. And I also feel like the lack of communication from someone is having you procrastinate on a personal decision. What's that Ace of Swords in reverse? The 4 of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're trying to be resilient in your current reality. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know, I feel like you're just straight up ignoring someone that you feel like is not doing their part or is not getting on the same page. You're trying to be resilient and work alone. Like this is you focused on working alone, taking care of yourself, taking care of your own bag, all of that stuff. You may be trying to release something out of your life. You lack confidence when it comes to an emotionally confusing situation with someone that you're not sure where you stand with, but because they're not reaching out to you, you're choosing to just focus on your money and your work and your business, whatever that is. So yeah, you're not really saying too much. You're keeping your thoughts to yourself. I feel like there is someone you have feelings for, but because there's been a lack of communication or clarity, you're just leaving it be this week and you're focusing on your money and your work. And there's also a past situation that you're choosing to disconnect from. And you're choosing to just kind of focus on yourself and do what's in your control. Now, when it comes to your person, Capricorn, this is someone that ugh. When it comes to your person, I don't know. This person's bothered, okay? They're very bothered. This is a bothered soul. They're holding on to deep-rooted issues. They're refusing to resolve the situation. They're refusing to work on the situation. They may be even quite vindictive about something they found to be humiliating or around. It's like trying to be vindictive about they're moved on. Like someone is trying to seduce you to feel like they have moved on, like they are not interested, like they're going out of their way to uncover the fact that they've moved on, or they're not interested, or something along those lines. Nine of Pentacles. This person is wanting to be single. Eight of Wands in reverse. I don't know. This person is keeping their distance. They're keeping their distance. They're trying to avoid escalating conflict with you. But simultaneously, isn't that funny? And I know that would piss anybody off. Okay? They're trying to avoid escalating conflict with you. They don't want games, while simultaneously being the most immature human on the planet. Constantly getting their digs in, being vindictive with you. You know, trying to go to their way to make you feel a certain type of way around, you know, they don't care about you. They've never cared, or they've moved on, or I don't got time for this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's someone that like makes it clear, like, oh, they don't want drama, but they are the drama, okay? They are the vindictive one. They are the one that milks out shit like insanely. But they do just want to be single, okay? This is someone that wants to be single. They're holding back. They're keeping their distance. Why are they keeping their distance so hard? The Devil. One more. And the Sun in reverse. Well, they're keeping their distance because they don't have any optimism. They're obsessed with not expressing themselves fully. I also feel like this person is obsessed with having you know little bits of what's going on, but not the full truth of what's going on. This person may also have some type of addiction. This person is wanting to be single because they're wanting to pursue a personal desire. There's some type of personal desire. I mean, just give me one more on why they want to be single. The Chariot in reverse. Not expressing, the lack of control. This person, I feel like this person is addicted to, again, not expressing the full situation. When things come up where this person feels like they don't have control, they have some type of toxic pattern where they kind of become overly optimistic, when in reality they don't want to take control of something, or they're lacking direction. I mean, on a more smaller scale, this is someone, the reason they want to be single is because they're lacking direction when it comes to this connection. Something is causing them to feel unhappy or lacking optimism. And they have some type of addictive or toxic negative pattern that they embrace when it comes to their own feelings of not having control or lacking direction or lacking clarity, something like that, or lacking optimism. This person may like to have control as well. And because with you, they feel like they don't have control, like they would just prefer to be single. because it gives them some sense of control. One more than that devil. I mean, I'm trying to not look too deeply into the devil. I mean, we do have a full moon in Capricorn tomorrow. The Three of Cups in reverse. This person may be obsessed with a third party, or this person is obsessed with tempted. This person may be obsessed with the party life. They like the dating scene. Like the Three of Cups in reverse can be like the Three of Cups upright, just overdoing it, right? Overdoing the party life, overdoing the dating scene, overdoing indulgent bullshit, overdoing shit talking men or women with their girlfriends, with their guy friends. Like this person is addicted to something. It's like they're overdoing something. They're overdoing partying, like I said, or drinking, or they love, or there's like, I mean, whatever, it's their life. I don't give a, like, do we really care? But they're overdoing something. That's why they want to be single. They're addicted to partying, or addicted to dating, or addicted to indulgent behavior. Something like that. Okay. So I don't know. I feel like you feel like this person has some type of toxic pattern. You're low-key angry and feeling confused, but you're not letting yourself get too dirty about it. Like you're not really, you're being resilient. So I don't know. What is your advice for Capricorn? I don't know. What is your advice for Capricorn? Ace of Wands, Moon in reverse. Start something new. Knight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Allow this to inspire a new plan. Allow this to be the inspiration to invest into more valuable investments. So, Seven of Pentacles. Finishing what you started to, or returning to something you once did. So your advice is to allow this to be a motivation to come out of la la land about a situation, make better investments, and I don't know. Be a little bit more daring, receiving. I don't know, there's something about needing to be a little bit more daring. I don't know if you have taken a passive approach with someone or a situation, but like needing to be a bit more daring. Because for some of you, especially if you had a long-term relationship with this person may be quite vain in like they're quite greedy. Like you may need to be a little bit more daring to receive what your share is in a situation too. Or just invest in your own investments to receive income, something like that. All right, you could be done with a Cancer. We have Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces. Could be any sign though. All right, Aquarius. Did a card fall? Where? I don't see any. A card, I don't think it fell. All right, what do we have for Aquarius and this person? What do we have for Aquarius and their person? Good night, Missy. Aquarius. Oh. What do we have for Aquarius and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Aquarius, the Fool in reverse, the Hermit in reverse. I don't want to split the wreath tonight. Everybody's lacking face. Okay. So Fool in reverse. Okay. Three of Wands in reverse. Okay. Knight of Swords, Five of Cups, Eight of Swords. All right, so I feel, Aquarius, you're quite pessimistic toward a situation. There's something that's been on your mind for a while, and it has you feeling kind of stuck in your head a little bit, maybe a little bit nervous, feeling the need to withdraw. You're lacking faith, or you're just not in the mood to have fun, okay? You may feel like you need to kind of get right to the point with someone when it comes to the past. Now, if you're in a relationship with this person, there's something here that you're regretting or that has you sad, or you're feeling the loss of something and it's been on your mind heavily. So if you're in a relationship, I feel like you're very short-term focused, or things aren't playing out or manifesting in the way that you had hoped. And you may feel like you need to have a very direct, honest conversation. If you're not in a relationship, you're just in a space where you still may feel like you need to get to the point because you're sick of waiting on someone and you feel like you need to just say something how it is. Some of you are seizing the moment to apologize, or you're seizing the moment to express some type of disappointment or sadness or your regrets about something. Okay. So I don't know, what's the Knight of Swords? It kind of reminds me of like when you're in the energy, when you feel like you have nothing left to lose, you kind of say it how it is. Or even if it's a long-term relationship, because so many things may be feeling, at least, like it's not going the way you want it to go, it just, oh yeah, that's going wrong too. Or this is something we need to talk about too. I don't know. What's the Knight of Swords? The World in reverse. So you're seizing the moment to address some type of unfinished business or a situation where there's a lack of closure, or an undesirable outcome. But the Death card. So unfinished business. So okay, so you don't want to end something. You don't want to end something. You're communicating, I don't want this to end, or that wasn't my intention. It's like misplaced intentions. That wasn't my intention. I didn't want this to end, or I didn't want it to play out like this. Okay. Feeling unsuccessful, heightened sense of awareness of lack of success. I mean, just getting one more on the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands in reverse. All right, because let's just put it this way, Aquarius, you feel gaslit a little bit, or you feel like there's something that's been on your mind a lot. You either feel like someone gaslit you in the past, okay? And now you're addressing your frustration with the situation that you feel gaslit in, because there's some type of residual baggage between you and someone else where you're exhausted by it and you're wanting to end it. And you may be addressing your own regrets, or you're addressing regrets within the situation because you feel gaslit, okay? If you're in a relationship, I mean, still, it actually works out the same in this one. Even if you're in a relationship, you may be addressing your disappointment because you feel like you're being gaslit about something, because you feel, man, I have a heightened sense of awareness that I feel overextended, exhausted. I'm like chasing my tail here and it's not really working out, or there's an undesirable outcome. And you may be feeling disappointed. Like you may be feeling gaslit a little bit, where someone's trying to like pull the wool over your eyes. And you're sick of waiting to see if someone will pull through. Like if it's a relationship, you're sick of waiting to see if they'll do more. Or if you're not in a relationship, you're sick of waiting to see if they're going to communicate. You're just, okay, this is the truth. I mean, what is Aquarius wanting from this person? The Three of Cups. Some of you, some of you may be just like, you're sick of waiting to go on more dates with this person, or what you want from this person, you want to be friends, okay? Or you want to go on a date. Maybe you're sick of waiting for this person to ask you out, or you're sick of waiting for this person to reconnect. You're wanting this person to reconnect. You may be wanting a marriage or some type of celebratory event. Maybe have a baby or get married. One more, what does Aquarius want from this person? The Justice card. Some of you guys definitely, if you're not in a relationship yet, you're wanting to be friends and make things right and let bygones be bygones. Or you're wanting this person to make things right or be honest with you. What was that one? If you are in a relationship, you're wanting this person to be honest around a third-party situation, or you're wanting this person to be fair. Maybe you're wanting this person to get married or agree to a marriage. You may be wanting this person to be happy for you too. I don't know what that's about. You may be wanting this person to be happy for you or celebrate you more. I don't know. But for those of you where you're not in a relationship, what you're wanting from this person, you want them to be friends, or you want to be friends, or you want to make things right, or you want them to make things right, something like that. You want a relationship even. So whoever you're dealing with, if this is a relationship, this is someone that there's a lot of disputing around a solution towards your unhappiness. Like this could be you directly saying, this is what's making me unhappy, and this person is disputing it and trying to tell you how you feel. Like this is someone that could be literally disputing a solution to something that is creating a lot of unhappiness within the family dynamic. Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse can be very pushy, demanding, entitled. Six of Wands, Four of Pentacles. So this is someone that's not really budging, okay? So if you're in a relationship, this person may say, yeah, I want to have a baby, or yeah, I want to date more, or I want to go on dates more, or whatever, but we gotta keep it on the money situation, or blah, 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 blah. It's like this person may be disregarding some type of solution, or they're disregarding even compromising, okay? Because obviously, it's maybe not black and white, but it's maybe they need to compromise on something to acknowledge your feelings pertaining to a situation, and they're refusing to budge on that. For some of you, if this person, because what you're wanting, Three of Cups Justice, if this person has a friend group they hang around a lot, or if this person connects with something a lot, or even if they hang out with their siblings a lot, you may be wanting them to be, because this person, I want to say, they have some type of personal information about you, or they've obtained something, whether they have the Four of Pentacles in the Light Seers tarot, it's a girl holding a purse close to her heart. Like they may hold the purse, right? They may hold the money. They may be very like, they may be overdoing it with money. Like they hold the money, or they want to hold the money, or they want to be the one that holds the money. For others of you, this person, again, with what you want them to be fair. Because there was something here, maybe this person is like, because like if you're wanting them to be fair with the money, or wanting them to be fair with personal information, or something they have close to them, like something that was shared. Because the Three of Swords in reverse can talk about something that was shared, right? Personal. And I do feel like if you're wanting this person to be fair when it comes to their friend groups, when it comes to hanging out with their sister, whatever, this person does seem to be swallowing their pride when it comes to like deep-rooted issues or something that was shared. Like some of you may have wanted this person to just be fair and stop telling your business to people. And they are doing that, okay? They are not telling your business to people. And that's very specific. But you may be wanting that from this person. But when it comes to actually, like, for example, if you're communicating to this person, like, can you just not embarrass me? Like, stop embarrassing me. Something like that. I do feel like they're going to fight you on it. Like, why the fuck would I do that? Blah, blah, blah. Even if they gave you reason to feel that way. But, like, I do feel like they're going to, like, swallow their pride and not share something or not overspend. But they're going to, it's almost like someone that is listening to what you say, but not without a fight. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to fight you on it, but they're still going to do it. Because I do feel like they're agreeing, but they're going to dispute it at the same time. So this person may be very hard to talk to. Like, you could be expressing something to this person that's been bothering you, and or something that you desire for your own emotional well-being. And I feel like this week they may be fighting you on it, or they're approaching it in a very dysfunctional way, in a very entitled way, or like being kind of a bully. And I mean, oh, you don't want me sharing your shit to my sister. Like, they may be being a bit of a bully, but then they are going to go ahead and and keep that to themselves. I don't know. Is this person kind of a bully? Like, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like this person's a bit of a bully. But they're still taking pride in keeping something to themselves. Or even if it's a financial thing, if you're in a relationship, for example, you may be expressing the fact that you're stressed out because of money or something like that. And this person may kind of argue with you about that and be a little bit rigid or like angry, but still go ahead and be more careful with money. Because you may be wanting this person to be more optimistic about making better decisions too. So now if you're not in a relationship with this person, I feel like they're in a space where they're not really overly committal. I feel like they are willing to clear the air with you, but they're not wholeheartedly confident in, because I do feel like in this read, you're the one initiating some type of communication. I feel like this person isn't really that confident in your intentions with some type of attempt. So it makes them feel like they have to play it really safe. Potentially because they feel like a third party's in the picture, or this person is in a space where they're willing to swallow their pride, but there's still this energy where they get, like they're not overly confident in this friendship. Okay, because the Queen of Wands can be the friend, okay? It can be a friend, more of a friendly energy. And if this is someone you're not in a relationship with, this person is agreeing. They may be even agreeing about something being very dysfunctional, but they're still in the space of, keeping certain thoughts to themselves. I don't know, they're swallowing their pride when it comes to holding on to something of monetary value. They're playing it safe when it comes to any attempts you make to clear the air. They're clearing the air with you or being agreeable, but they're still not wholeheartedly confident when it comes to your intentions behind an attempt at giving them attention or something like that. So they're playing it safe. Yeah, they're not really sure how to talk to you, or they're not sure what the truth is, something like that. But they're agreeing that something is dysfunctional, or I don't know. Now, if this is a long-term relationship too, like, this person may have a tendency to act like a friend, or, act kind of immature, like a bully when you have a problem or when you need to talk about something. But again, I still feel like they're attempting to swallow their pride when push comes to shove, and they're doing it. I don't know, but you're communicating an undesirable outcome. It's like, okay, I'm more aware of these changes happening. I'm feeling burnt out as it is. Can you help me with this? Or it could be, I didn't feeling wanting to address unfinished business, having a heightened sense of awareness. Having a heightened sense of awareness. Undesirable outcome to end things arrogantly. end things arrogantly, or maybe you felt, I don't know, maybe this is someone that you were kind of like a bit of a player with, or it's someone that maybe you loosely dated or you were interested in, but you were kind of a player and you've changed. Like you may be telling someone, I've changed. I don't know. Something was an undesirable outcome though, and you're wanting to address it. And if you're not in communication with this person, it's something that's just been on your mind and you can't stop thinking about it. If you are in a relationship with this person, you're disappointed that this person is trying to gaslight you about something. Either way, you're just wanting this person to be more optimistic about making better decisions or around a relationship, or being fair when it comes to things that they associate themselves with. I don't know. But you could be dealing with an Aries. We also have Libra, Scorpio. Aries, Libra, or Scorpio. All right, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Pisces. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. One more. Can we get a good rating? I don't think anybody had a good one. Except Scorpio, who wasn't even interested in it. Free shuffles. Oh. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Overall energy, the Ten of Cups in reverse, the High Priestess, the Devil, Sun in reverse. My God. The Ace of Swords in reverse is coming over everybody too. Okay. All right. So, dysfunction, tempted. All right. So, Pisces, I feel like Ten of Wands. I feel like you're recognizing you are not fulfilled. You are not happy. This person isn't fulfilling you in the way you need them to. But I feel like you're keeping your thoughts to yourself. You're trying to set some type of emotional boundary, okay, when it comes to who you express your discontentment to. And you may feel like you need to be sensitive to your own emotional needs. I don't know. I feel like you're trying to stay in your own lane. You're trying to avoid a disaster. I feel like there's a part of you that doesn't want to let something go, but there's also a part of you that's becoming more in tune and trusting your intuition when it comes to something very dysfunctional. Okay? You may feel like it's toxic, but I feel like you feel like you can't express yourself. You feel like you can't express yourself and be transparent. And you're kind of realizing how this is weighing on your emotional well-being. You feel like you can't be transparent. Like the worst thing you can do for your overall well-being and your sanity is like constantly reassert a lie. Like for example, if you are truly not happy, but you keep making it seem like you're happy in a real way outside, I'm happy because of this, and it's almost like I feel like you are feeling bonded to something you're not happy in, but you feel like you can't express yourself directly to someone. You're trying to stay in tune to your own emotional needs. You're not communicating your thoughts to this person. I mean, why the Queen of Cups? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You may feel like somebody does not have the ability to understand you, or someone doesn't have the ability to take the high road. So you may be in a space where you're recognizing someone failed to protect you. I don't know. You're feeling oppressed with something quite toxic. You feel like someone failed to protect you, or you feel like someone was more concerned with their reputation in a moment. You may be just simply recognizing that someone does not have the ability to love you or take the high road, or It's like someone doesn't understand you, so you may feel the need to be very wise when it comes to your love and setting boundaries to love and loving yourself without expecting love from this person, whether you're with them or not. You're in a space where it's like, why would I expect love from someone that constantly proves that they don't know how to love me? So you're kind of tending to that emotional soft spot. I don't know, what's that devil? There is something you're feeling bonded to or still obsessed about. The Four of Wands. So you may be living with this person or you're still bonded. Maybe this person lives in your town. Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are tempted to get your own place or ground yourself financially so you can buy your own place or move to a different community, move to a different town. There's also a new obsession with a means of income. Some of you may have received or you are receiving a new job and it's going to allow you to move to a new town. Or there's some type of new opportunity that's quite lucrative. But you're also, some of you, a new opportunity financially is having you bonded to a place of living that you're aware is quite toxic, but you also know it's necessary for you to stay there in order to manifest this new opportunity. So it's kind of like, okay, I understand all of this shit's toxic, so I'm just going to keep all of my emotions and whatever to myself, be there for myself, not expect anything from this, and get my bag, that type of energy. Like some of you, you're aware of a living situation being toxic, but it's leaving opportunity for you to have some type of new opportunity that's going to bring in money, or it's going to allow you to save money even. Some of you are choosing to live with family as well to save money, and you're aware that it's sabotaging opportunities for you, or you're aware that there's something toxic about it, but that is just what you welcomed and that's what you chose, and you're taking emotional responsibility for that, you know? So it is what it is. I feel like you're aware that you're going to have to tend to your own emotional desires and needs because you put yourself in a situation where you're bonded or you're limited, but you're saving money. So it's like a, you know, a give and take type of thing for you. So when it comes to love, Pisces, I feel like this week at least, it's not really a priority for you. You're more so focused on your money. And that's your way of loving yourself. Okay? So, and you're taking emotional responsibility for your own needs. Now, when it comes to this person, Pisces, this is someone that is withdrawing themselves from a situation because they feel like you're refusing to let go of something. Now, the Four of Pentacles can be like people, possessions, things, values, issues, whatever. You know, it could be they feel like they may feel like you're refusing to let go of possessions, people, situations, certain issues, deep-rooted issues, and it has them maintaining to withdraw from the situation. This is someone that is very at odds with something that you're involved in. Some of you, this person's at odds with how you make your money too. I don't know what that's about. But for some of you, this person's at odds with how you make your money. This is someone that's having a hard time showing empathy or love because they're angry or jealous or feeling unable to take control in the way they want to. The Five of Swords can be someone that feels like someone else is competing for what they want too. Some of you, this person feels like you're living with someone that maybe you're not dating, but they know that person wants to be with you and they're having conflict about that. This person is very attractive. Okay, so I do see this person eventually getting to a place where they see an opportunity, okay? There's an opportunity coming up that makes this person feel like, okay, I can try to take some type of action here. I don't get a strength card. Okay. So this week, Pisces, I don't feel like your person is budging too much because they feel like you're holding on to something that makes them feel unable to take control and they're choosing to withdraw. However, there is some type of secret that comes out that makes this, whether that's a change in status, a change, there's some type of change happening. There's some type of change happening, sorry, that makes this person feel more motivated to take a more daring approach to show up for you or show their loyalty to you because they don't want to lose you. This is someone that wants a second chance, but I see that more in the further timeline, like next week or something. So we're not going to go too much into that, but I do feel like this person is entering a space where they see an opportunity they're feeling motivated to take action, to avoid losing you and show some type of compassion. What's causing that in the near future? The King of Swords. Well, they feel like they have some type of mental clarity that is helping them able to rationalize a circumstance. So maybe they feel like you said something on social media, or they're getting some type of clarity that helps them rationalize or explains a circumstance that at one point in time had them at odds with you or confused. This person's getting some type of clarity. That's what's inspiring that's what's inspiring them to call you up, or try to have a second chance with you, or try to avoid losing you, whatever it may be. I don't know. I feel like for a lot of you, your motivation is your money, though. I don't know. What is Pisces' feelings for this person? Because I don't really know. What is Pisces' feelings for this person? The Chariot in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles. You could work with this person. Nine of Swords. I don't know. That would literally tell me like you feel forced to cooperate with this person. I don't know. Are you feeling forced to cooperate with this person? I don't know. This person stresses you out. The fuck? This person, you're feeling like this person stresses you out. One more in Pisces feelings with the Moon. You feel like they're a hidden enemy, low-key, or you feel like there's some type of danger with this person. I don't know, maybe, I hope not. I hope that there's not some type of abuse or something. You may feel like you're forced to cooperate with this person because there's some type of danger with this person. Maybe the danger could just simply be you work with them. So you have to be nice, or there's other dangers. Eight of Wands. One more, what is Pisces feelings? Knight of Pentacles. So you're taking a cautious approach to hidden dangers. You're feeling forced to cooperate, or you're feeling forced to work with other people to address hidden dangers of something. I don't know. I don't get a whole lot of love, that's for sure. This week, Pisces, you are providing your own love. I don't know. This person sketches you out. So you're feeling scattered. This person makes you feel scattered. You may feel like they have a tendency to get other people involved. Like you may feel like you may feel the need to put your problems behind you because this person is like gaslighting you, or it's like there's something that's creating anxiety about this person. So you're just trying to be like, yeah, you're right. Okay. I don't know, weird. Like you get what I'm saying. Okay. I don't know. You're not in a committal energy this week. I feel like commitment or relationships is, at least this week, the furthest thing from your mind. You're tending to your own emotional needs. Some of you are supporting a mother too, or you're aware that you're limited because of a family situation, but it's an opportunity for you to prosper in some way or help someone else prosper in some way. So either way, this person will be trying to call you up at some point in time. And they're showing compassion for why something hasn't changed, because they have some type of new mental clarity that can help them rationalize their thoughts about a situation. But you could be dealing with a Leo. We also have Capricorn, Virgo, strong Leo, Cancer, and Scorpio. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you guys for popping on. Your new favorite band, Wet Leg. All right, love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. And all the best. Bye.